Welcome everyone to Haven of Horror. As always, I am Subject. My movie won't pause. There we go. And that's my nickname this time. And Robert, the Maggot Wild. I don't know. I don't remember anybody's name in this. And Robert can't hear me, so we're gonna fix that. What's up, Robert? I've deemed you the Maggot
Hello.
for this one.
Yay.
Because I don't remember anybody's name, but I remember there's a the big thing coming out of this movie was the Deadite mom.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not calling you that, so you know.
Oh.
But yeah, in case you can't tell from the video description, the background that we are currently sitting on or resting on, whatever, etc. We are doing Evil Dead Rise, which was popular when it came out, but I feel like immediately after, like after the kind of theatrical window, I haven't heard many
Mhm.
people talk about this. Like, I don't think it comes up in much discussion anymore that I've seen.
Well, it was a surprise hit when it came out, and I think to no fault of the movie's own, I think has been since just followed by like these really big horror movies the
Mm-hmm.
last few years that it's easy for this to get kind of eclipsed by some of the recent 2020s horror movies. Like, I think that's a factor.
Noah's in the chat says, "Dead by Dawn, Dead by Dawn." I wish we were doing
Dead
Dead by
I
Dawn.
done.
We'll talk about some of the throwbacks in this movie. But this movie has an interesting is kind of in an interesting place. It's the first Evil Dead thing since the show. It's the first thing to not have Ash in it, but also not be a reboot or remake. Whatever the hell 2013 is at this point. Uh, I haven't, and at the date of recording, Burn comes out, I believe, today. So we'll see how that does. But I got to tell you, Robert, I enjoy this movie. I haven't went back in a while, so maybe during this viewing I'll be like, oh no, this doesn't work. Can we stop with the dark and serious Evil Dead? Can we stop? It
Eh,
worked.
but
It's done. Stop it.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
We'll see what
Uh,
Burn, because Burn, I've only seen that first trailer, but like it just looked like more Rise to me.
it did. It does, but it's gotten better. As of this recording, we've not seen Evil Dead Burn yet. It's the one we haven't seen. Has gotten better reviews than I was expecting, so we'll see how it does box office wise. And then, in I think a couple years, we'll be getting Evil Dead Wrath. So we'll see how that
Which the
turns out.
studio clearly has more faith in than Burn.
Yes.
Uh, can we also stop picking names like Burn and Wrath?
It's fine. I mean, we started with the most generic one. We started
That's
with
true.
Rise.
Okay,
So
but Rise at least makes sense because they're in a high rise building.
that's true.
I maybe Burn will make sense when you see it, but no, I remember being quite excited for this,
Hmm.
and they just released a trailer for Soulmate, which is Blumhouse's We Have Obsession at Home. But
Oh, okay.
the like, I don't know if you've seen that trailer, but it stars the main sister from this movie,
Oh, okay.
not the
Hopefully
not
she
the
gets some
Deadite
more.
one, the survivor. No, if you that trailer is really funny because apparently that was supposed to come out last year and then they shelved it, and now they released a trailer. I'm like, oh, you've cut this trailer to make it look like Obsession.
That tracks. I mean, premise wise, it sounded more like a companion from a year or two ago, but it didn't sound like we have a whole lot. They have a
I
whole
mean,
lot of
it's a
faith that this is
spinoff
the
of
motion picture.
Megan. Hopefully, this is their if Megan is their Superman, hopefully, Soulmate is their Supergirl.
Oh,
All right, this is our commentary for Evil Dead Rise. Get to timestamp 0. Robert, I talked about kind of my general feelings about this movie just while I'm pulling up the timer here. How do you feel about Evil Dead Rise?
I think it's pretty good. Like you, I haven't gone back to this much. I've seen it maybe twice. I did see this in the theater.
I did
Had a
too.
great time in the theater. Oh my god.
Yes,
So
it was a
yeah,
very
I think it's
intense
pretty good.
viewing.
I bet. And going back to our 2023 rankings, this is actually quite a bit higher than I would have expected. I can already tell that in 2023, I put this above Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, and at this point, I think I can safely say I'd switch those. Now a few years removed, I'd say I do prefer that particular movie over this one if I were to redo that ranking. Because in Ross Thanksgiving, I've gone back to like every year since it came out. That's becoming a Thanksgiving tradition.
Yeah, I went back to my ranking, and Rise ended up being 17 out of 67 movies that I saw that year.
Oh my god.
So like not terrible, but like looking at it, I might bump it up just for movies that I haven't felt the need to go back to. Like I put that, I don't know if you remember this, but there's that Hulu movie No One Will Save You. And I put that higher, but I haven't had any desire to go back to that.
I still just see that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But anyway, all right. I'm looking at the weird, I guess the new WB logo, or at least it was new at the time.
Yeah, I think we've since moved past this era.
Are you looking at the blue one?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was like I associate this. This is like the tail end of the DCEU. It's that Warner Brothers logo. That's what it is.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Warner Brothers Discovery Company.
Oh my god.
And also, of course, this is a New Line Cinema movie under Warner Brothers. Is this the first time New Line's ever been involved with the Evil Dead franchise?
Yes. Because this was supposed to be, I don't know if you remember this. This was supposed to be a streaming movie.
Yes, this was going to be an HBO Max streaming exclusive, and then it tested really well, so they said, fuck it, put it in theaters, and that paid off because we made a lot of money.
Yeah, and to show it for the recording as well, this is actually the first time I've gotten a chance to watch this disc. So I'm glad that we're finally doing this. Because this movie is kind of in that tricky situation where, like, if I want to watch an Evil Dead movie, I'm just gonna go watch like 2 or Army of Darkness. Yeah. I will say this is an incredible opening, and I think is better than most of the movie.
Oh, it's a really good prologue. It's really smart because it gives you like it just gives you a truncated version of Evil Dead where you have a cabin. It gives you have young teens. Like it gives you more what you expect from Evil Dead, and just it does it all in like 5 minutes. It's great.
Yeesh. And we should mention, of course, this is Lee Cronin. His first, at least, major film. I think he was just a young up and coming director that Raimi found.
Well, what I appreciate, like, this new era of Evil Dead, starting with 2013, is that's become the formula of these. You have Raimi and Rob Tapert, the original producers, making these new Evil Dead movies with like new, young, up and coming, hungry talent. So they come in, make their movie, and then kind of springboard off and do other things. And again, I could see that starting to get old, now that we're getting more of these in quicker succession. But for now, I think that's an admirable approach to this franchise.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think a lot of my issues with this movie, now that I've seen Lee Cronin's The Mummy, are on Lee Cronin. Because some of them I think are in The Mummy too. Because if I had to describe this movie, and 2013 has this to an extent too, it feels like a lot of these upcoming filmmakers saw a different version of that first movie than I did, or they just remember the original movie being this really intense, scary movie, and now everybody wants to recapture that. But that's not what Evil Dead is. That's not what Evil Dead has ever been.
Yes and no. Like, when they're making that first movie, they are trying to make like the scariest, most shocking movie ever. There is humor in it, but some of it's intentional, some of it's unintentional. But like the 2013 pitch was like, okay, let's do Evil Dead, but without the comedy, and make it like as serious and intense as possible.
Oh, she's reading Wuthering Heights.
Oh, topical. So that was an approach I thought paid off. I could see it starting to get old. Again, haven't seen Burn yet, but that is a fair criticism have.
One thing I will give this movie over 2013, although I think I probably prefer 2013, is the Deadites. I think are better in this. At least the main Deadite. That is an incredible performance and carries the movie.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, what these two movies have in common is, you know, the more serious tone and the intense gore and violence. But with 2013, it's like the approach is making the most aggressive, brutal movie they could make. This movie still has that, but with a little more of that humor put back in, and with more of the personality of the Deadites put back in. Because the 2013 Deadites are admittedly a little more generic. Like, they're just brutal and evil. Here, they do have more of that personality they had in the original movies.
Yes. Noah says he's seeing Burn tomorrow. He's not hyped, but is excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always excited for more Evil Dead. I just... I don't know. I think I'm getting to that point where maybe it's time to put it down.
Maybe. Well, and again, like with 2013, it was always in a rough spot because like the original purists were like always gonna hate that movie no matter what they did, and 2013 at the time was just kind of lumped in with the Blumhouse. We got to remake everything. Era. I think to an unfair degree.
Platinum Dunes.
Platinum Dunes. Thank you. But I think 2013 has since stood the test of time. I feel like when people talk up good horror remakes, I see Evil Dead 2013 come up a lot now.
Yeah.
And yeah, this scalping bit. Ugh.
Oh God. I
don't like
it. I could see an argument be made that Evil Dead is so reliant on that Raimi DNA. We tried it without Raimi. We tried it 3 times now, and at least 2 of them are eerily similar in tone and like presentation. Maybe it's just time to give it a rest for a while.
Yeah. Well, and you know, his fingerprints are still on these to a point. Like I said, Raimi, Tapper, and at the time Campbell, like were hands-on producers. Like they were very involved behind the scenes.
Tyler says this is probably his least favorite in the franchise. The one scene with the blender was good. This might be my least favorite. It's hard. Like it for me, it and the remake are neck and neck. This has better characters, right? And Evil Dead 2013 is more intense. I think both of them are flawed, but well, and Evil Dead 2013, we might, because I know we've done some commentary on this, so we might have talked about it at the time. Its biggest issue is that its final girl is out of commission for like half the movie.
Yeah, but I think it's fine.
This is one of the greatest title drops of all time.
Yes, this is one of the best shots of the movie. Well, like I said, 2013, I'm a big fan of, and I think Lee Cronin is going for more of a Raimi style than Fede Alvarez was, again, which I think is both a pro and con for this movie, because I feel like this movie does have more Raimi-influenced camera work and gags, but it also ends up repeating too many gags from the other movies.
During the third act, we'll talk about it, because I think this has some of the worst, like, remember stuff in any of these, whatever you want to call this, because it's not really a reboot. It's kind of just a standalone Evil Dead movie.
No, it's fascinating how much this does feel like what you would expect as a follow-up to 2013, except that it came out 10 years later and was made under a completely different studio.
Yeah. This lead actress, though, the way that like her hairstyle and everything, wouldn't have been a bad Jill Valentine.
Oh, yeah. I could totally see that.
Tyler says that Evil Dead 2013 will have a special place to his heart. It's the movie he checks on if he wants someone to be shocked. Yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. I think it's pretty high up on my remake list.
Well, let me double check mine. Because as for how this sits within the franchise, at the time this came out, it was more of a toss-up, which I liked more 2013 or this. Now I'd say with some time, like this is my least favorite, but it's my least favorite, and I still think it's pretty good. And we'll see how Burn goes.
Yeah, I would say this is my least favorite, but like it's a horror franchise with no bad entries. but also this is, I think, kind of skirting the line where I'm like, I mean, this is good, but you're pushing it.
Yeah, I think we'll see how Burn does financially, and then we'll see how Wrath does. I do hope we give this a rest after Wrath. Like it's never a bad thing to give a franchise a break. It would also help if that animated Evil Dead show materialized, and unfortunately, it probably never will. So that sucks.
Okay, I have Evil Dead 2013 as number 6. And I mean, I'm not going to change it right now because that would be disingenuous, but I don't know if I would put that under Let Me In and Night of the Living Dead 1990. So that might get bumped up. I'd have to think about it some more. The one of the kids from this movie was just in something too.
Which one?
I don't remember. Hold on, I'm looking.
Because the littlest one
Oh,
is
Stranger Things. I hate her in that show. It's not her fault.
Oh,
It's not her fault. It's not her
yeah.
fault. But you aged this character, and this will be right for when we do this commentary. But you aged that character up, and then gave her more than half of the season's screen time, at the cost of everyone else's character arcs.
Yes. I will say, I mean, I think she's a great child actress. Because she was a standout in this movie. Like everyone's talking like, wow, that little kid was really good. What's funny, it's what you were talking about. It's like how she looks in this movie is how she should look as Holly in that show.
Yes.
But then when she's Holly, she's like 13 years old playing a 10-year-old, and it's distracting.
Oh. I just accidentally spoiled myself on something.
Oh my god.
I'm going to send it to you privately so I don't spoil the entire chat, and I will mark it out so if you don't want to look, you don't have to, but it is about Evil Dead Burn.
Okay. Well, I probably won't look at that end, but thank you.
It's not a big thing, but or at least I assume not. But yeah. Anyway,
so these characters aren't like amazing or anything, but I like them. Like I like this single mom.
they're good at
dynamic.
looking. They're good at like being like an coming off as like a real family.
Yeah.
Also, the mom here is in that Mist show that nobody remembers.
Oh, okay.
Because I was just looking her up to see if she'd been in anything else because I like her a lot in this movie, but I haven't heard of anything that she's been doing since.
Yeah.
The last
Sutherland.
yeah, and one thing I wanted to say about Burn, or not Burn, but Wrath, is because I don't know if we've talked about this, but apparently that's going to be a period piece, which that could be exciting.
Yeah, set in the 70s, so cool decade.
Well, and people are talking like that's connected to Burn. Like I don't know anything about this. Is nothing definitive or anything.
As far as I know, it's not. Like they're made by different filmmakers.
Yeah.
But I haven't looked too deeply into it.
It is kind of unfortunate that this movie didn't get a sequel, like a direct sequel, just because the final girl here is really good, and I think she could have come back and done another.
Yeah, I'm definitely of two minds about that because obviously with 2013, with Jane Levy, like the plan was to do more movies with her, but she didn't seem interested because she had such a rough experience on that. So I'm also okay with this just being the formula. Like, yeah, you make a movie with some new characters and then it's done. Off to the next one. So, like I said, I'm of two minds about it. Again, partially because Jane Levy's is the one I would want more to see, and then that just didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, I think with her it was a mix of at the time that she probably would have been willing to come back, the show happened instead, and then by the time that like there was talk, like she was asked about it, it was I think after this movie had come out. So like it's 10 years later, probably not as interested. And I don't think it was so much the movie experience, just she was done with horror, is the way it came off to me. But I haven't looked in a while.
Yeah.
Tyler says that he finds the setting of the apartment complex a bit boring. If there's one thing I could criticize with the overall structure of the movie is it doesn't do enough with that because it's so
I
low
agree.
budget. It kind of confines us to like one room. I think you could have done some cool stuff with that apartment. The only thing we really get is that shining blood elevator homage.
Yeah, and I do like the elevator stuff. I think we do cool stuff with the elevator. But the big twist this does on the formula that I think works for it outside of just the setting is making it a family instead of just a group of partying teens.
Well, it was family in the original. Ash had a sister.
I know.
I forgot that Beth, the actress that plays Beth, is in The Mummy. I didn't even recognize her.
Oh,
Have you seen that yet?
I have not.
Sorry. Don't.
We got it from the channel, John.
That's true.
We have to do commentaries on the Tom Cruise one and Lee Cronin's Mummy. We got to finish our Mummy saga.
And for the commentary record, this was made for anywhere from 15 to 19 million and made 147 million. So like they racked in the dough on this.
Mhm.
And this was
Yeah,
written and directed by Lee Cronin.
Mhm.
This isn't just him coming in to direct someone else's
Well,
script.
right. And this is coming off of his movie The Hole in the Ground, which I've not seen but heard was very good. Just one of those little indie horror movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
So that gave him some clout for this. And do you think he regrets not just making a direct sequel to this and instead making The Mummy?
I mean, watching his Mummy movie, it kind of feels like he wants to be making more of this. Like
Which is
even
so
in
strange.
premise, like it's not a
Yeah.
Mummy movie.
hmm And like The Mummy, it's like I get it in theory because that's a big universal monster. Yeah, of course you're gonna want to do that instead of just repeating yourself. But it sounds like that's not the movie he wanted to make.
Yeah.
It's that the whole situation is very strange.
Well, and I didn't realize he's an executive producer on Burn and Wrath. I don't know what that means, but
Hmm. And what I like about this movie is it does get to kind of have its cake and eat it too, where you get a crazy prologue opening that gives you all like the gore and Evil Dead stuff you want, but then we do get to slow down
well,
and spend a little more time with these characters and the build up. And a thing I complain all the time about modern horror movies is you have to do the scary stuff in the first 2 minutes to show the audience it's a horror movie, and it's a case by case basis. I'm a little more lenient on doing that when it's like the fifth Evil Dead movie.
well, and what I think it works here is because it's a wraparound.
Yes, I think
You
I
could
think they justify it.
to compare this to like 2013. You could cut
Mhm.
that opening scene and not lose anything. It's tacked
Exactly.
on.
Mhm.
Draven, it could have been just called Evil Dead Egypt or something. I would love to see a movie just called Evil Dead Egypt.
That'll be the formula.
Yes.
Evil Dead Australia.
Oh God. Don't say that. That's scary.
Evil Dead Hawaii.
Yay.
All of Hawaii gets quarantined because Deadites have broken out.
Oh.
Now, one thing that Henrietta's Pizza.
Oh, I never noticed that. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a fun little Easter egg. One thing that there was some discourse around at the time that I don't think has aged well with this movie is this is a movie that's very darkly lit, as you can see in sequences like this, which at the time, like that's something that's not gonna that I think isn't aging this well because at the time you could chalk that up to more just being a stylistic choice. Now that it's the norm, it's a lot more annoying.
Yeah. This isn't the worst case that I've seen. Like, I think this looks pretty good on at least the 4K that I'm watching. I think my worst case is Hellraiser when the remake. Sinners, as much as I love that movie, is also pretty bad with some of the night scenes. Like, I watched that 4K when we did the commentary. It's like, what? I can't see.
Yeah, no, it like good, like you said, good movies have this too. Like Weapons has a few scenes like that.
Yeah.
For me, the worst I've seen of it is still Wolfman.
Oh yeah, Wolfman is pretty bad.
Like, and that's not just like a scene. That's like the entire climax of that movie. I can't see what's happening.
The main, the oldest sibling, I guess, is in One Piece,
No,
the Netflix show.
I've heard that show is good. I've not seen it.
It's surprisingly accurate. The problem is that because they try to be accurate with the designs too, you're trying to take an anime design and put it in live action, and it looks bad. I know that Evil Dead doesn't have like the tightest of lore. I wish this felt more consistent with what came before. Like, it's fine if you want to go, there's multiple books, which is kind of my head canon with this. I just wish
Yeah, that
I understood more if that's what the case is.
so this movie does state that there are 3 books, which is why like I think like if you're
Nobody said
gonna
anything about there being 3 books.
okay, I was going there because according to Lee Cronin, like that's how this connects to 2013, but why the book looks different than the 2013 one. But the way Bruce Campbell talks about it is that it's like a callback to Army of Darkness, where it's 3 books. But those are very different books than the ones we see in these. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's fine. And you know what? That is an advantage, though, this franchise has, like, moving forward, whatever you want to do with it, is the very foundation of this franchise is flimsy continuity, and it's fine. Oh my.
Draven says they're in an old ass building that's getting torn down, right? I just chalk it up to bad electric. The lighting.
Yeah, like, again, you could say, like, there is some in-story justifications for some of those choices. It's just, we didn't know in 2013 that this was going to be the new norm with this kind of
2023.
cinema.
You said
That's when it's coming out,
2013.
Oh, sorry, I meant 2022.
Man, say what you mean.
Same difference. But yeah, like we didn't know at the time that this was just gonna be the new norm of like really poorly lit, dark scenes in horror movies. It's like no, I'd like to see what's happening.
One other thing I kind of wish this movie was a little better at, and I'm not saying that the other movies are like bastions of this, but so we introduced like a lot of side characters, and it feels like we forget about them until it's time for Ellie to brutally murder them.
Yes. This is funny though because this old guy here was actually in Ash vs. Evil Dead. He was one of like the crazy military militia guys in season
Oh,
1. Is he the same character? I have no idea.
yes.
But that's fun.
I also love going to the Wikipedia for this movie. Half the cast doesn't have a Wikipedia page.
No, these movies are becoming like interesting time capsules for these filmmakers. Like obviously it's not the exact same situation, but like Fede Alvarez does Evil Dead and then goes on to produce Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and we saw what a failure that was. And then Lee Cronin jumps off of this and does The Mummy, which was a horrible disappointment. Like,
So does that mean that next
you
we'll
never
get
know.
Lee Cronin's equivalent of Alien Rhombus?
Yes.
Yay! Cause like anybody watching, don't get me wrong, I always root for filmmakers to succeed. I think this movie's fine, but I haven't seen anything from Lee Cronin where I'm like, oh, you're going to go places. Everything I've seen is you're going to be an okay director for the rest of your career. Noah chimed in with the great commentary of The Wolfman.
Oh, God.
Draven, seems like we've gotten away from kids getting killed or maimed in mainstream horror movies being a taboo.
That's a thing that comes in and out.
Yeah, because
Like,
I mean, Halloween 3 did it like what 30 years ago.
yeah. Well, and before that, Carpenter, and one of the most infamous examples of this ever. I mean, Carpenter did it in Assault on Precinct 13.
Yes,
Like, you see that
which
kid
is a
get
beautiful
fucking
film.
shot.
I will say this
Uh,
takes it to levels that you don't see like anywhere. And if there is one thing I will give this movie is I think it is just as intense in places as 2013. Also,
mhm.
this is like a minor thing. I don't like the look of the book.
John,
What?
no, you were just I don't know how it looks on YouTube, but you were cutting out.
Can you hear me now?
I think you're fine now. Yeah, now you sound fine.
Okay, weird. I don't like the look of the book. Like, why does it need those
You don't
like
the
long?
teeth on it.
Yeah, why does it need that? Don't do that. Remember A Nightmare on Elm Street?
No.
Oh, that'll be Lee Cronin's Rhombus. He's gonna remake.
I mean, we actually talked over a Nightmare reference earlier when like the neighbor kids are like, "Hey, we're gonna watch all the Freddy movies because
Yeah,
it's a New Line movie." So, and you shut off your 4K earlier. That's part of what was so funny about this release. This being a Warner Brothers movie is this got that Warner Brothers 100 anniversary banner on it, and it's just really weird seeing that on an Evil Dead movie.
I have that
a
banner.
a franchise that has like no history with Warner Brothers outside of this.
I have.
It's
I
really
actually have
strange.
2 of these because my Exorcist, the first Exorcist movie, has it too. Am I cutting out again?
Now you sound fine.
Weird. This was horrifying in theaters. The records, like it was loud.
Well, it's a fun twist on like the recorder in the first movie. Like, okay, how do we do this scene a little differently? And I thought the records was a fun choice.
I think the moral of the story is just don't listen to books.
Yes.
Draven says then you got stuff like Talk to Me and Bring Her Back, where if you were a kid you were screwed. Especially
God,
Bring
yeah.
Her Back. Oh.
Mm-hmm. And then again, that discussion's complicated because those aren't like super mainstream movies. But like,
I feel
if you're
like
in the
Talk
know,
to Me was pretty
talk to me
big.
more so.
But even then,
Yeah.
because I've only seen it once, admittedly. Are there any kids in danger in that movie? Like, there's teenagers.
Talk to. Well, the younger brother, he's pretty young, and like when he's like
okay,
smashing
yeah.
his face open, like that, like he doesn't die, but that seems really brutal.
Yeah. This is where
Here
it
we
gets
get
confusing because they specifically say it's called the Book of the Dead. And I think that was you were going to say it, but that's Bruce Campbell.
yes, that's a great little cameo.
I love Bruce Campbell. I feel like Lee Cronin wrote this scene thinking there's 3 books, so that's what I'm going with.
Mhm.
Which could be cool if there is like three real. I want to see Ash go against these Deadites.
Yeah. Well, I actually I appreciate the movie keeps it vague, but I think like in canon or in the script, like the guy Bruce Campbell's voicing is like one of the priests. But at least Lee Cronin has said that he likes to think it's Ash just stuck in another timeline. And he's like, shut it up, you
Don't
idiots.
read from the book.
Yeah, so I that element though, I am curious if there's any setup here for Byrne. Because like if there's any connection Byrne's gonna have to this movie, it'll just be going further with like, oh, this is a different book. Um
I just love the idea of there's like 100 of these things sitting around.
the funniest example to me of like the inconsistency of the books is, Evil Dead 1, 2, 3, the book looks different in every movie. But in Army of Darkness, we open recycling footage from 2 with the book from 2, and then when we see the actual book in Army of Darkness, it looks completely different. So like within the same movie, it changes appearance.
Well, you know what would be clever is if somebody
What's up?
took that and like made it a canonical thing that it's actually each one of those is the different book. That's why they look different. Because I think what my problem with this book, and I have this to an extent with 2013 too, is in the original it's just like it's a creepy little book, but it doesn't like really stand out. You know, I mean, okay, maybe a little bit, but like especially in this
Very
one,
crusty.
it looks like a horror movie prop with
Sure.
like the sharp teeth and the. It's like just make it look like a book. Like I have to believe that somebody made this like a million years ago.
I think Evil Dead 2 is the best looking book in the
Yes,
franchise.
Army of Darkness is too clean.
Yeah. Now that looks like a movie prop.
Yes. There's also a really good like body horror movie here to be made about somebody slowly fighting off Deadite possession.
Sure.
Cause like this stuff is fucked.
Oh yeah, this scene's brutal. And again, something a little different. Like in 2013, like when people switch to Deadites, it's pretty quick. You don't get like a scene like this.
Well, there is that one, the girl that like cuts her arm off and is like halfway between possession, and I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
what's
fair.
going on there. Draven, isn't the book in 2013 all wrapped up in barbed wire? Yeah, like
Yeah.
that the blonde guy got what he deserved because there's like 600 red flags on this thing, and he still insisted on reading it.
But here, I think the lights cutting in and out really works, and her performance really sells it. And like, of course, all the makeup's great.
Yeah. Well, and something that I want to give this movie props for is how intense and like unstoppable these ones are. These you can't dismember and it kills them. These things are like unstoppable
Mhm.
until the end when we conveniently stop them. But this is the only problem with movies like this where you create a force that can't really be stopped. Is you have to justify a reason for them to be stopped or like a way.
Mhm.
Honestly, I'd like to see at some point do like a Return of the Living Dead where you don't stop them; they just keep going. Which I saw that you rewatched. Was it better on a
I
rewatch?
did. Oh yeah, it's great. It's really good. I wanted
Remember
to
the
rewatch it.
trees?
Yeah, that shot I think is cool, and the way her limbs snap. Ugh,
Yeah.
it's not fun getting possessed by a deadite.
No. Tell that to Cheryl.
It is true. And again, that's another area where this is going more back to the original movies in 2013 is like 2013 was for lack of a better word, the grounded version where like you have the Deadites doing like brutal, violent stuff, but there's not much like supernatural fantasy stuff going on with the cabin outside of them. Like there's not that like that weird psychedelic shit and like trees moving and stuff. Like 2013 doesn't really
Uh,
do that
they do
much.
that whole.
Not until the end.
Well, but there's that whole scene where she's getting possessed and she's tied up in the tree trunks and she sees that woman and vomits something.
Yeah, but again, like it doesn't go as far. That is just again just kind of isolated that scene. This does a lot more with like just unnatural shit moving around.
I do like the way this movie looks, minus the lighting. Like, I'm
Mhm.
really appreciating some of the cinematography and shot composition here. I unfortunately didn't have time to watch this and our second movie ahead of time, so I had to pick, and I've only seen Sin Help once, so that's what got rewatched. This whole apartment building thing is a setting I think I'd like to see them revisit and not just make it, well, it's the cabin, but like in an apartment building.
Mm-hmm. Ominous music playing.
No, I remember watching this at theaters like, oh, fuck.
Well, like you said, it's a twist on the formula where what if it was your own mother
Yeah.
possessed by this horrible thing trying to kill you, and just the psychological torment of that. It's just a bad situation to be in.
Those eggs don't look so good.
Nope.
Would you eat that?
And we find out that the Deadites had nothing to do with that.
No, she just snapped.
Really bad eggs. And we got a split diopter shot. Oh, I like the stuff she does with her eyes is really cool too. It's really effective.
Yeah. And just she has a very specific way of smiling after being possessed that is super creepy. Put her in more movies, please.
Yes, please. She's great. I think the first I think like the first look image we got from this movie was the peephole shot where it's just her face staring through, and like she like you couldn't even tell like you had no clue like what this actor even actually looks like just based on that photo because her face looks so distorted and demonic. It was like, oh my god.
And I like that there's still a sense of tragedy. I don't remember if it's here or after this, but she's like, "Don't let them take my babies." Like she's still a mom.
That's like the last point her soul comes through.
Yeah, right there.
Don't let it take my babies.
Oh.
Goodbye. Also feels like a callback to the first one because we do that a couple times. Like that milk they're spitting out, like that's very Evil Dead 1.
Yes. Now I need them to dissolve into like oatmeal and bad stop animation.
Oh.
Stop motion. No, because that is something that we've never brought back. Like, that the Deadites disintegrate.
Now that's a callback to the first one. I think works that like the stairs have collapsed, like the bridge collapsed.
Because it's
original,
not.
So now they're stuck up here.
Yeah, that's fine because they've set up as a condemned building anyway, and it's not. It doesn't feel like it's shoving in your face as this is. Remember the first movie? Oh god, there's one later I can't deal with.
This is a bit of dark comedy I like, that he's like trying to close their eyes and they just keep opening.
Yeah. So would you probably agree this is the most mean of the Evil Dead movies? I don't know. I guess it depends on like Ash gets tortured in all of them. If you're talking about the most mean spirited, I don't know. 2013 is up there.
It is.
2013 arguably has more like fucked up, like, oh my god, torture moments.
Yeah, I think as audience members, we're just conditioned to be more okay with seeing that stuff happen to college students than a family like this.
Well, but I'm thinking like, because I think the most fucked up thing that happens here is like the glass.
Ugh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. But like 2013 has the staple gun, the tongue through the box cutter,
Oh yeah.
the immediate makeout after the tongue through the box cutter.
Well, and when Draven says mean, I don't think he's just talking about the gore. I think he's just also just talking about like the psychological implications of the situation. Like what is worse? I don't know. Your college friends like getting possessed by demons and trying to kill you, or like your own mother and having a child in this situation.
Yeah.
And also to that, where again this does feel like it's going back more to the other movies than 2013, is that this does, like I said earlier, bring back a bit more of that original Deadite personality. Like what I like about the Deadites is that they are shit talkers. Like they love being evil and fucking with you, and there's definitely more of that here.
Yes. It's really funny too because with the image I picked for our background, she's like beckoning to us. It's like no, 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 no. Do not do. I unfortunately threw my copy over on my bed, but one thing I hate about this movie is just how generic the poster is. I kind of wish they'd
Oh
found something better.
yeah, I mean I think it's a fine teaser poster, but it does look kind of just a generic possession film. I
Yeah.
think that's fair. But
Spooky.
I don't know. It's spooky. Because the way, and I've never heard Raimi pitch it this way, but the way I've always described The Evil Dead, the original, it's like what he wanted to make was a combination of the original Night of the Living Dead and The Exorcist. Like, it's like giving the ghouls in, like, the ghouls, are mute in Night of the Living Dead, the zombies. It's like giving them the personality of possessed Reagan. Except the difference is Reagan in The Exorcist, is mostly confined to a bed in that movie and doesn't kill a lot of people. Evil Dead is like, okay, now what if that was like a teenager who killed a lot more people?
Yeah. The other thing
Oh,
that I
she's
kind of wish this movie was consistent with is how possession works. Because it seems like it's just whenever the script needs it to, which I understand is an issue across this entire franchise. But at some point with new entries, I think it's okay to criticize. You could do a little bit better, especially if you're not connecting it to the other movies. Like you're just making a movie.
yeah, that's fair.
Especially, I'm more forgiving of that in a silly movie like Evil Dead 2. This is a dark and serious, gritty Evil Dead movie. Plan it out a little bit better.
I mean, if there's any consistency, I think it's that. Yeah, the Deadites could possess
Ugh.
everyone at once, but like that's less fun.
But I don't know if they can, because like the one kid that gets possessed that eats glass gets possessed through like the tattoo wound.
Which is kind of a callback to the first one.
Yeah. Oh my god. I would
Yeah,
love to know how
again,
much of this is practical because that's amazing.
yeah.
And then I don't remember, but the DJ kid, I think is I don't think they even show how he gets possessed. It's just they show up and he's
Yeah.
possessed.
Well, he's killed first, and then because sometimes that's how it works. It's like you have to get killed, and then you come back as a deadite.
Yeah.
Because remember in Evil Dead 2 that Ash does get possessed, but then he's cured by sunlight and the power of love.
Well, it's because
But
he's
then
the chosen one.
maybe, but I don't think the movie makes that clear enough.
No. And that's a line that you heard everywhere after this movie came out. Hey, maybe shut the door behind you. No, like even if I didn't like this movie at all, I think I could still watch it just for her performance. She's that good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Draven asks, "We haven't gotten Deadite animals, have we?" I think we have.
Does the deer count?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, as far as the movies go, it's like, well, you have the deer head in that one scene, but I don't know if that's real or if that's just Ash going crazy. But
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like we did some Deadite animal stuff on Ash versus Evil Dead, though I can't think of an example off the top of my head. Because like sometimes Deadites can be objects.
Um,
Again, we're not consistent
isn't,
about it.
isn't there an animal at the end of season 1 when they run into the hunters or the hitchhikers?
I think so. I just can't picture it offhand.
I don't know why, but I like my brain planted the dog from The Mask in Evil Dead. I was like, well, there was that dog. No, wait, that's The Mask.
Is that the mask or son of the mask?
The end of The Mask because the dog gets
Okay,
the mask
I
at
haven't,
the
I
end.
haven't,
Oh, you
okay, I haven't seen the first one. Yeah.
what the fuck?
We have mutual friends who doesn't like the or mask. Okay.
Yeah. If you ever get some free
No,
time, I'm making you watch that.
no, that's
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That yeah, John, that's a big one I need to see that I just missed when I was a kid for some reason. It's also like never streaming,
Oh,
which is
okay.
really annoying.
Yeah, I just bought the Arrow
But
release.
nice.
It was on Hulu for a long time there too. No, I saw Son of the Mask in the theaters because I loved the first one, and I walked out. I was a kid at the time. I was like, "What? What? What was that?" So I get that it's their mom, her sister. Do something. Don't just stand there.
Ow.
Okay.
The,
Do you remember the eye from Evil Dead 2?
I don't need that gag repeated. That's the first one. That's like, you didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
Or at least do something different. Don't just do the
So,
eyeball.
okay. I will amend myself a little bit. I am fine with her biting it out of his skull. That's cool. That's different. Yeah. But then she spits it out and somehow manages to land it directly in the path of that other guy's mouth. Come on.
That's just unrealistic. But so what I was saying earlier about Deadite possession, like, remember, like, in the pilot of Ash versus Evil Dead, like, dolls turn into deadites. You know, like they can possess inanimate objects, and the car gets possessed. Um,
I've always been confused with the doll because it smashes and like there's blood.
yeah,
So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, the car gets possessed. Which I mean that has been established before
which is
because
really
like
cool.
if you go with the idea that in Evil Dead 2 everything that he's seeing during the deer dancing scene is real, then
Right.
like there's possessed bookshelves, there's possessed lamps.
What we're saying is this should be an unwinnable situation if they're that powerful.
I mean, arguably that's kind of why I like limiting it to Ash, because if you're gonna go with he's the chosen one to explain how he continues to win, then I think that dilutes it if you have a bunch of other people running around that have fought Deadites and won. I think what you should do, if you're gonna do that, well, what you should do is just stop making them. But if you have to keep making them, either have somebody that gets out by the skin of their teeth, or do some like bad endings to these movies where they don't get out.
Yeah. I mean, 2013, on whether you buy it or not, I think did have a twist on the formula that I liked. Of the subversion there is like your first person possessed, your first deadite becomes your final girl at the end of that movie, who is successfully cured.
Well,
And then
and
that's
she
why she's the
also
last one standing.
really only fights one thing, and it's
Yeah.
so ambiguous on what the hell that thing is. She also barely makes it out of there.
Yes. Yes.
That climax has, I think, to this day, one of the gnarliest things I've seen. When her hand is trapped underneath that van and she just pulls.
She has to rip it out. Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it's gnarly.
No, like the most effective moment in the first movie is when she gets stabbed in the ankle with that pencil.
Yes. Oh.
Like it's so visceral, and you buy it. It's the approach of 2013 is okay. We're gonna do that bit like every 5 minutes.
Yes. Honestly, as much as I love the Terrifier movies, I think 2013 is harder to look at sometimes.
I have that too.
I do one thing, and I do appreciate with this movie too is how organic it feels that we got here. Because we've all been that kid that did something that we weren't supposed to, and except this time he unleashed demons on this building and killed a bunch of people. But you know, it happens. And the young girl that survives is going to need therapy for the rest of her life. But
yes,
honestly, bring her back in one of these. She'd be a good final girl.
yeah, she's a good actress. Yeah, one thing we always joke about with horror movies, especially ones like this, it's like, okay, so what does the next day look like? Like, how do our heroes who survive get out of this situation without going to prison? Because questions will be asked about what happened to their deceased family.
Well, that's not to give anything away, but I've been seeing a lot of that discourse with a movie that came out this year called Obsession.
Yes. That was one of my, again, not to get into specifics, that was one of my first thoughts after watching that movie was, oh, so this person's going to prison, right? Like, because how do you get out of that?
I just leave. Like, just leave.
That makes you look worse.
Not if they can't find me. That doesn't look so good.
Yeah. And again, callbacks. This callback I think is fine. It's like the gag in the first one where just mentioned it. She's stabbed in the ankle with a pencil, and then like those black veins come out of that wound, and then she's possessed.
Well,
this is doing that gag, and
it doesn't
subtle.
feel. It's a callback, but in a way that feels organic. Like you're just dealing with a Deadeye thing that happens to look like something from the previous movie. Even the song I think is from Evil Dead 2. Doesn't Henrietta sing that at one point? And I think that works because it's a mom singing to their children. we'll get to it, but the one that I hate more than anything in this movie is when the entire movie stopped for all the Deadites to start chanting "Dead by Dawn," and it makes no sense.
They're just saying that they will be dead by dawn. They're just stating a fact.
Hey, maybe tell somebody about that. See, the book is spooky because it's sentient.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, this was gross. All that shit coming out of her nose and mouth. Ugh. Don't like that. No, they should have played it like Tom Savini in Dusk Till Dawn when he's like trying to hide that he's turning into a vampire.
No, there is something horrifying about like stuff oozing and then like you can't breathe.
Oh.
And...
I hate it. This I think was like that. Oh, this is that image I was talking about, and I think this is also in maybe the teaser trailer of just the little girl talking to her mom through the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I remember I followed this. I was quite excited just for more Evil Dead. Speaking of young girls that are in horror films, because I forgot about this, the little girl in Cult of Chucky, Curse and Cult, is going to be our new Carrie.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
I was hoping we'd have a trailer for that by now.
Right?
Hey,
yeah.
Maybe tell somebody what's going on.
She'll be fine.
I thought it was he.
No, it's the one that's with all the black. That's a girl. That's the girl.
Oh, well, I know the actor is a male, so.
No, because Danny's the blonde one.
Or maybe I'm gonna get canceled. Hold on.
I mean, look, they're both like short-haired, androgynous looking people. It's fine.
Oh wait, no. So Danny is the
record
okay.
one. Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
It's fine. We got it.
Don't cancel me. Well, because I knew one of the actors in this was transgender, and I just didn't want to.
Oh, and he's the one in One Piece?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Too spooky.
Get away from the door.
This is why kids are dumb and deserve what they get.
Yes. If everyone could just take a chill pill, it'd be nice. You know, that's why these movies keep happening, John. It's like we're not reasoning with the Deadites. You know, if we could just make peace with them, everything would be fine.
There is a bird. So I googled this because it was driving me crazy. There's a Deadite bird in Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Okay, like that sounds familiar. I just can't place it.
I can't either. It's got to be at the end of season 1.
And, you know, it also comes down to budget. I'm sure they would do more animal Deadites if they could afford it. That definitely would have happened more on that show. Dude, a Deadite bear would be the greatest thing ever.
I can't wait to show you Zombievers. That movie's way better than it has any right to be. But so anything that is infected by a zombiever turns into a zombiever, and by that I mean it's whatever you are, but then you grow a beaver teeth and a tail. And there is a zombiever bear So it is a bear that is a zombie with a beaver's teeth and tail. It is a wonderful creature.
Uh, yeah, like
Uh,
this scene
this
is
makes me
wince-inducing when she's
deeply
eating
uncomfortable.
glass. Ugh. She's fine.
Is this Bridget then?
Yes. What's
Okay.
wrong with your face?
No, 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 don't do that.
Ugh. Stop it. Get some help.
Apparently, this is the only thing of like substance this actress has done. She's good. I mean,
Yeah. Ow. And then this is the bit that makes me wince the most is the cheese grater gag.
oh god, yeah. Oh,
I don't like that.
don't do that. Maybe don't knock the sharp weapon into. Oh god.
Uh, I don't like anything about that. And not to speak for anyone else who maybe doesn't like this movie or thinks Evil Dead's getting like generic or overdone. Like more power to them, but some of that does come down to perspective. Like if this is what generic horror looks like, I will take this any day of the week over what like 2010's generic PG-13 horror was doing.
I think this is generic by Evil Dead means to a degree.
Sure.
At the very least, you have Ellie hamming it up, which is always welcome.
Mm-hmm.
But this is, I think, like a degree or two removed from just being a generic possession film with a little bit more personality. And I think that's on Lee Cronin because I saw his Mummy movie, which is also a generic possession movie with a little bit of personality from the one being possessed.
I just want to give this points for still being a hard R.
Yes.
And delivering on the gore.
But it is too soon for me to say Evil Dead has gone into that generic territory overall since I haven't seen Burn yet. But
sure. And like you said, like Wrath being a period piece, like okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler, what do you think is the best kill in the movie? Oh. Evil Dead is not really like it's not a slasher where I'm like keeping track of the kills and how they kill people. It's
right.
part of the
package. Yeah. Well, it's more about how you dispatch the Deadites.
Yeah.
And
you don't really kill the way we kill the Deadites in this is kind of lame, unfortunately.
I have mixed feelings on the climax of this movie. I do like the wood chipper bit, and it's kind of astounding we hadn't gotten there yet in any of these other movies.
I have one problem with it.
Really,
it's the final callback of the movie, and she doesn't get to say that. Damn it, that's Ash's line.
I agree.
Fun for the whole family. Yeah, I'd let my kids watch this. I saw worse at their age, the non-existent age.
I'll say the 2012 Silent Night movie has maybe the most mean-spirited wood chipper kill I've seen, where he's chasing the girl with he like cuts off her leg and then throws her into a wood chipper.
The greatest wood chipper kill of all time is something we made you watch recently, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, where that kid yeets himself into the wood chipper. That's the best wood chipper kill of all time.
That's a movie I really need to watch again. Well, it's still streaming.
We talked about this off stream, but they are because I sent it to you. But Dead by Daylight has been doing an IP survey, and Return of the Living Dead was on there. I want Tarman as a killer at Dead by Daylight. No, some of those options were hysterical some of them weren't even IP; they were just people. Like Pedro Pascal was on there.
Hell yeah.
Not even the
No,
characters that he plays, just Pedro Pascal.
no, Tarman as the killer would be great. Trash as a survivor would be great. That
I think if you put her in that, though, that game becomes rated adults only. No,
that's
do unaliving himself.
I do love that guy.
Some of them I didn't know. Like I don't know who the hell Charlie XCX is. Uh,
Yeah,
Billie Eilish was an option, which also made me laugh really hard.
hell yeah.
She puts you on the hook, and then Bad Guy starts playing.
Back to video games though. What absolutely shocked me after this movie, because the Evil Dead game, that was what, like 2022. That was like just a year before this, right?
Yeah, it was real.
Maybe
That was
two.
like real close.
Yeah.
They didn't do shit.
It was astounding that didn't get tie-in DLC to this movie. Like that was kind of the and then the game was done. Like it was over. And obviously, if that game had lasted longer, I'm sure. But the fact that like we didn't get Ellie as a Deadite villain in that game was like, what the hell?
Speaking
But
of
the game was dead by that point.
speaking
It was
of,
a
because
damn shame.
I'm still in the official Discord. They just closed the Discord down today.
Damn, that's a tragedy.
Uh, it's gonna stay up for like as an archive, but nobody can chat in there anymore.
That's unfortunate.
Which I don't know the point of that, but okay.
Dude, it's really gonna suck when whenever I do finally get a PS5 and then I just don't have access to that game anymore.
You'll still have
My PS4.
access.
Is it still downloadable?
If you own it, they can't take it away from you. You just can't buy it.
Hmm.
It's the same way with like DVD. If you own like Michael Myers and they take Michael Myers out, you can still play as Michael. Just new people can't buy him.
Mm-hmm.
But do you, I think you agreed with me, but just for the sake of the commentary, do you see what I mean? Is like we have this whole apartment building, but we won't let him leave this room, so it just starts to feel like the cabin, but slightly different.
It does. That is true. And like again, this movie doesn't have a huge budget, and they mostly spend their money well. And I mean
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like credit where credit's due. Like this is all like they did not shoot in a real apartment building. Like this is all just a set, and it's a good looking set.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you're right. We don't leave here much.
I do kind of like that. It kind of does the Evil Dead 2 thing where there's a central deadite.
Mhm.
Henrietta there, Ellie here. I think you needed more deadites, something to keep the energy going.
That's fair.
Because I'm going to compare this to Resident Evil 7 for a minute. Resident Evil 7 is a very scary game, very spooky game. Unfortunately, I have played that game enough times that it no longer scares me because I know where everything is. I'm kind of having that with this because I've seen this 3 or 4 times. Nothing in this is scaring me. So now I'm at the point of like, okay, can we pick up the pace a little bit, like get moving? And I've never had that before. Oh. Okay, that's creepy.
Don't do that.
Don't touch it.
No, the moments that hold up on repeat viewing, and again, I think 2013 has more of them, is just like the really wince-inducing, painful shit. That's the stuff that doesn't get old.
I think it helps with 2013 too. Is I like that initial setup more, and it doesn't tie
Yeah.
it together, but the whole addiction thing and like descent into madness, that stuff, and the cabin just looks better than this dimly lit apartment.
Yeah. Ow. In hindsight, mistakes were made.
No.
She's burning.
This is a great fire stunt.
Yeah. Set more people on fire in movies, damn it.
Yeesh. So this is something I love in horror movies because it always gets me. When, if you pay attention, there's something not right in the background.
Yes. Yeah,
They should have
like
got Tobin Bell to do this voiceover.
Nothing can stop this demonic force. Yeah, like I like this gag coming up when Ellie puts her fingernail on the record, and it's like speaking through her mouth.
Yeah.
Like that's creative. That's fun.
No, like he's having some fun. It kind of feels like he wants to have fun with this, but also wants to make like a real spooky horror film, and they're at times are at conflicting with each other.
That's fair.
Because a lot of the scares, there's a couple effective ones, but a lot of the actual horror is where this movie starts to feel a little generic. Oh. Uh, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You're not.
Ow.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I'll swallow your soul. I'm more fine with that.
No, that's Henrietta's line. No, that one's mildly like whatever. It's like, oh hey, I see what you're doing there.
Well, okay. Also, the one in Army of Darkness says it. Like that's not just Henrietta that says that.
Which one in Army of Darkness?
I think it's the epilogue. Is it an S-Mart? Does she say, I'll swallow your soul, and then he says, come get some? Do I have that line right?
Maybe. I'll give you the... I just don't remember. But also, that epilogue was shot in like an afternoon and nobody wanted to be there. Lady, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the store. I've never had this before. Like, I still like this actress and the performance she's giving. She's kind of like... I lost the term here. She's a really passive protagonist. Like...
Yeah.
Do something!
To its credit, though, like, part that is part of her character's arc, though. Like, she's somebody who is unsure of herself and indecisive and, like, doesn't really know her place, and over the course of this movie kind of has to like the little girl just says like, are you gonna be my mom now? And it's like she has to step up and be a mom to this kid, and also is actually pregnant and unsure about that.
Yeah.
So like that there is at least some growth with her.
Bex,
like, we're doing something.
Beth Bixler, or whatever the fuck her name is, will return at Avengers Doomsday.
Yes. And I know their last name is like a reference to somebody who worked on the movie. All of the names are like homages to like production crew and actors who have worked on the franchise.
Oh, that's cool.
I just don't remember any. I don't know what any specific examples are off the top of my head, but I think that's fun.
We talked about this, I think, during Saw, but that book I've been reading, Final Girl Support Group, which unfortunately I didn't end up going ahead and dropping the audiobook. I think I'm going to just try to get the actual book. I love Adrienne King. She sucks at audiobooks.
Because
I was looking at it and I was like, this is a 300-page book. It shouldn't be taking like 14 hours. Because each chapter takes her like 40 minutes to get through. But anyway, each main character is named after an actress in a horror film. So you've got like Lynette, Adrienne, Marilyn.
Is Heather in there?
Uh, Heather. So,
Course.
well, what's cool is they get to face the real version of their movie character too. So like,
Hmm,
uh, Heather had to face her dream killer.
that's fun. Yeah, I think my sister read that book and enjoyed it.
Uh,
Um,
some of the beginning was a little cringy. Like, there's an entire chapter talking about how one of the producers, or one of the final girls, went after the film rights because they cast, because she didn't like who they cast to play her, and like she ended up owning all the rights. I was like, why is this a whole chapter? Like, this could have been a page.
and is that getting turned into a movie? Was that
I don't know.
announced
I
at some
hope
point?
so. Because I
Good
think,
premise.
oh, apparently a television series has been announced, which I think it could do a really good adaptation.
Oh my god, it's so violent. Now I don't mind like this final boss how we do it the mom and the two siblings like fusing together. I think that's kind of fun.
I mean, I don't know. It's fine.
Dead by
No,
Dawn.
fuck off. That I hate it. I don't know why that one bothers me more than anything in this movie. Hey, do you remember Evil Dead 2, the infinitely better Evil Dead movie you could be watching right now?
Yes.
And chat, that is not an insult at this movie. There's no other movie that is better than Evil Dead 2. So anytime you're watching a movie, you could be watching the vastly
That is fair.
superior Evil Dead 2. Hey, remember The Shining?
Yes. I think this is a really cool sequence. I appreciate that we did
It
it practically.
At least it's different. I do kind of have that thing where I'm just shining out. I see way too many Shining references in movies. I'm tired of it. Stop it. Fuck you, James Wan. You're the number one culprit of it. Because I don't know if you've seen a lot of the movies that he's been making or producing. He is obsessed with the limping, possessed dad with a weapon chasing after someone.
That'll be Evil Dead Wrath. It's just a father who gets possessed.
No! Are you ready for James Wan's The Shining? Ugh. Words to make me unalive myself.
Oh.
I think I think my problem with this is another case where there could have been some really cool body horror here, but the editing is so chaotic and the lighting, I can't see anything that's happening.
Yeah, that's fair.
But thematically, I like it. You know, the family coming together.
Hey, it's the twisted like this is like the worst example of a happy family. Is this
No,
nightmare monster?
I played Resident Evil 7. That's not true. Let the kid drown.
It's the most humane thing at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she should be
And again,
scarred
I
for
just get
life.
I am also again just giving them a lot of credit for just shooting all this practically. Like
No,
they
the
are really
blood.
putting that little girl in this,
And,
and
well,
it's
and
awesome.
maybe it's just my standards are on the floor from all the shitty CGI blood over the years. This blood looks
Mhm.
fantastic.
It does.
I love the shitty CGI blood in Freddy vs. Jason that looks like water. Oh my god. This
I'm not
4K looks
cleaning that up.
gorgeous. Clean up on aisle 4.
And then she's just gonna look like this for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Now she looks like an Evil Dead protagonist.
Yeah, yeah.
I also would like to see one of these movies toy with doing like a final boy again. I know you'd get compared to like Ash, but you could do it, make it different enough.
That's fair. Again, haven't seen Burn yet. I don't know.
I don't even know who the main character of that movie is.
Yeah.
The one trailer I've seen told me nothing.
Mm.
I don't know. Have you seen that? It was like that first trailer that they released.
I
And it's
did.
just like it's kind of a cool one shot, but I don't know what's happening.
Mm.
And then she went on to be in a shitty season of Stranger Things.
Oh.
Her big scene was a meme though that I couldn't escape to. The please, you gotta believe me. Shut up.
Well, at least there's an air freshener in there.
True. Go.
Join us.
So I don't care enough to argue about the final line. Did it have to be a chainsaw?
The line bothers me more, but I didn't need a chainsaw on this. I do think that was a mistake.
I think you get one or the other. You don't get both.
Definitely.
You either have her say, come get some, or you give her the chainsaw. You don't do both.
Yeah. But also, again, like, Evil Dead 2013 did the chainsaw. I think it earned it. I think it was a mistake to do that again in your next movie.
2013 also has the benefit of being a reboot.
Mm-hmm.
And we hadn't had any Evil Dead since Army of Darkness at that time. This doesn't have that. We've had the reboot. We've had the 3 seasons of a TV show that was beloved.
Which, again, is, at least at the time, something that helped this movie was... That's something that helped this movie that 2013 didn't have, was if you just wanted more Ash, like, well, we just got 3 seasons of that. You know? Like, it is weird to think that as far as the movies go, we've now hit a point where there are just as many non-Ash movies as there are Ash movies, and that's really weird.
I'll say that. Why say that?
But again, it helps that we had 3 seasons of a TV show with him, so it doesn't...
Yeah.
It's actually not that imbalanced.
Well, and it helps, too, that you can kind of just cut in eras. If you just care about the original trilogy, which I have to a certain degree. I like 2013 and this well enough, but, like, they are unnecessary. I have the trilogy, the Holy Grail, the best horror trilogy of all time.
I think an advantage this franchise will forever have, at least for me, is how I think you should go about watching them is you do all the movies and then you save Ash versus Evil Dead for last. That way you'll always end and bring it full circle with Bruce Campbell.
Yes.
That's nice.
Well, and it helps too, at least for right now, that Campbell, Raimi's still involved. Because the main franchise I compare this to right now is Scream, where Scream dug it out of the grave after its director passed away and slowly rots the franchise. This at least has some, like, people wanted to make this. I saw Scream 7. I don't think anybody wanted to make that.
I do like that shot of her face when she's running.
Yeah. No, that might be the most Raimi-esque shot of the film.
And even like the shotgun's fine. It's like somebody in the apartment building has a shotgun. Fine. You're not immediately comparing it to the boomstick.
But I am, because they had to say the line with the shotgun.
Right.
That's
the mistake.
It's the whole the whole thing, not the sum of the parts.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
also don't
don't
think
have this
she.
character say,
I also
"Come
don't
get
think
some."
she delivers that line very well. Like you have to be really arrogant and kind of cocky delivering that line.
Hmm.
She's just like, yeah, come and get some.
Yeah, I just don't buy that character saying that.
Yeah. Oh, that's spooky.
And like I said, a wood chipper is a really effective way to. If you have to dismember deadites, this is the most effective way to do it.
It's true.
Also, I don't think we've ever thrown a deadite into an airplane propeller. Do that in the
No,
next movie.
make that your opening.
Yeah.
The
Throw
the
a
burning
deadite in the jet
airplane
engine.
goes by. Evil Dead burn.
Evil Dead on a plane, and then they get like blasted out the window and get like sucked through the jet engine.
I will give this movie props. At least our protagonist didn't lose their hand.
Yes.
At that point, I would have been like, "Oh, fuck off."
Right. Again, there's already things 2013 did that were fine, but like you can't do that again.
Well, that'll be in Burn. They'll lose their hand. They'll replace it with a flamethrower.
Now that'd be cool.
No, that would unironically be cool, just because that is something the games always did for Ash that we never got to do in live action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So there's an alternate poster for Burn that confused me greatly. I thought one of my friends logged Evil Dead 2 again.
Oh.
This probably isn't going to show up very well. No, it's not. I'll just screenshot it. I'm assuming this is fan made, but I thought it was Evil Dead 2 for a second.
Oh. I can't tell if that's fan made or like a just an alternate poster. Because I'll look them up. I think Evil Dead Rise had like a couple of retro looking posters.
Oh, maybe. I don't really. I haven't. I don't really like the one that I'm using. I haven't looked at it a bit.
Let's see what we got here. Yeah, maybe not. I'm not seeing any come up.
Yeah, I'm also not seeing any. Although I did find this one that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll show you the one I was thinking of. But again, I actually now I don't remember if this was just fan made or if this is an alternate poster. I'll send it to you in a second. Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before. I like it.
Tyler, can you send me the poster? I'll put it in the Haven of Horror Discord. She's going back to her home planet now.
Yay. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about that I saw for this movie. And again, I don't remember if this was fan made or not, but I think it's pretty cool. It's probably fan made.
Oh yeah, that was an option on Letterboxd. No, that's pretty cool. It's kind of got that '80s Italian
Mhm.
vibe.
And this is another callback that I think is fine. Like, yes, it just ends on the shot of the first one with the zoom into her face, but it's a wraparound of the prologue. I like the way
Yeah,
we
that's
call
fine.
back to
That's
this.
also something that doesn't get done a lot in these movies.
Exactly.
Also, I think the ending of the first Evil Dead is like perfect.
Hmm.
People in movies like to video chat way more than I do.
Get out of there,
Go.
or else the spooky will get you. And until Evil Dead Burn comes out on digital, we can once again say I think we've done commentaries on every Evil Dead movie.
Yes.
We're caught up.
I think the only thing we haven't done is season 3 of the show.
Yes, which we should do soon.
We'll get to it.
Ah,
Oh my god.
very spooky.
I do like the imagery for these
The
credits.
artwork. Yeah,
We need a new Evil Dead just single player game so badly.
we really do.
We really do, Brian. But yeah. So my
I think it's
original
pretty good.
like score for that, we don't really score commentaries. That's just for reviews. I gave it a 3.5. I'd probably bump it down just like half a notch to 3, but like that's still good.
Fair enough.
Tyler, random question about the commentary, but do you prefer Alien or the Alien director's cut? I think I mentioned in our Alien ranking, I haven't seen the director's cut of Alien, so I don't have an opinion there.
I think I prefer the director's cut at this point, but
Of the
like I
first one?
up the first one. Yeah, but like I like them both about equally. Like it's not a strong preference.
I just didn't think there was a big difference with the first one. It's aliens that was like
Yeah. What was Tyler asking about Alien or Aliens?
it just is alien.
Okay, yeah. No, there's little bits that are in the director's cut that I like. That it gets hard to remember because, like you said, the differences are so minor. It's hard to remember which one's in which. There's a part in the director's cut I like, where remember after Kane they bring him in, he's got the face hugger, and Ripley wants to leave them outside and doesn't want to bring them in. There's a bit in the director's cut where they're like operating on Kane, and then Lambert, the other lady, she comes in and slaps Ripley because she's pissed. That's a good little
Best.
bit that's not in the theatrical cut.
I mean, I
So
said this in our ranking. Ripley was right the whole time, and
yes, but
yeah,
yeah, that was Evil Dead Rise. I think it's pretty good.
it's good. It's not great. It's good.
Yeah,
It is the best Lee Cronin movie I've seen. All right, if you're watching after the fact, please consider hitting that like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. If you're watching live, don't go anywhere. Austin is going. The Day Ghost is going to join us for a commentary on Send Help.
hell yeah,
We'll be back. How are you watching that, by the way?
on Disney Plus.
So you'll have ads.
No, I shouldn't.
Okay. All right. We'll be back in a few minutes. give Austin time to hop in and everything. Be right back.
See you in a bit.
Oh, there's a ghost in here. Whoa.
I'm here.
A very angry ghost.
What a time to
Whose
unmute.
soul
I unmute to ah.
Whose soul needs to be laid to rest.
I'm pissed. God took all my 7-Up and now I'm pissed.
God took away my Sierra Mist.
God turned Superman into a girl. What the hell?
It is true.
Hey. I'm so loud.
I can hear your Xbox from over here.
I know. I just turned it down.
Relax. I was just agreeing with you.
Man, fuck you.
Oh, man, relax.
Austin's coming in hot.
He's freaking out.
Somebody send a help. We need it.
Help, I've fallen into the Twilight Zone.
Austin, just checking before I go and set everything up. Are you turning your camera on tonight?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just still setting up.
No, you're good. I just if you weren't, you'll be like a background voice.
No, it's good. I can turn my camera on. I realized I forgot my headset at my mom's when I went on vacation, so I'm annoyed. But I got my
Hey,
AirPods.
Don't do that.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Why you do
God
it?
damn it.
Why you do it? God damn it!
I don't know, Bobby.
We're back, everyone. By the way.
Hello.
We are having trouble reading this. Make sure it is a Blu-ray or a DVD. That's not good.
No, this is Patrick. Austin just got it and he's already broken it.
Oh.
Yeah, what the
Oh.
hell? Oh, here, sorry, I'll turn my camera on. I'm not in front of it because I'm dealing with this, but I can at least turn it on. Yes, allow.
Ah, Austin's turned into a pillow.
Hello.
Or a grandfather clock.
Okay, there we go. Now it worked.
Oh, thank God.
Well, I mean, I have Disney Plus. I could have just put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta
would
watch
have
your
to
4K.
Return the disc.
Yeah, we're here to do a send help commentary, and we got this is a possessed commentary because we got the day ghost himself to join us.
That's true.
Because this is his favorite movie of all time at this point, I think.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen this year, Austin?
I've seen this 4 times, and I've seen Obsession 4 times, but not by my choosing. So I have to balance things out by seeing this more now.
You're obsessed with Send Help.
Yeah, exactly. And it just came in the mail today. I got that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, and I got Darkman.
Ooh,
Nice.
And I got Army of Darkman.
nice.
Oh, this is thicker than the other 2.
Yeah, that
So
one
thick.
is a 3 or 4 disc set.
Oh, true, because it'll have like
Yeah.
the different cuts and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because my steelbook I think is like a 4 disc set.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But yeah, Austin unfortunately couldn't make it for Evil Dead Rise. I know he's heartbroken at not having to watch Evil Dead Rise again.
Well, I'm a little in the sense that I was gonna watch all of them for Burn, so I'm like, now I'm just going to watch it on my own. Fuck. At least I could have bitched.
Have you rewatched all the others recently?
So I just watched 1, and then I have tomorrow off, so I'll probably just binge through.
All right, gotcha.
Do you already
The
own
rest
2
tomorrow.
on 4K?
Yeah, I've got that.
Oh, you got the
Do you
Groovy
not know-
collection.
do you not know about my thing with 2, John?
Is it like that Red Letter Media video where it has like 700 copies?
I have a ton of copies of Evil Dead 2. I have more than one 4K of Evil Dead 2.
I also have more than one 4K of Evil Dead 2. Because I got the Groovy collection and then I already had the standalone release.
Yeah, I think I have at least 7 copies of Evil Dead 2.
Why?
I don't.
Why
I
not?
Just, exactly. Thank you, Robert.
No,
I just
I
keep
thought you were
stumbling
gonna do
into
the.
different ones and like slowly was buying them, and then now I'm like, I guess it's like a thing. I've got like a bunch of them now.
Well, Austin, I was
No.
expecting you to do the video bit where he's like, "Because my life is meaningless," or whatever he says at the end of that.
No,
My
it
life is
gives
an
me
empty shell.
meaning. It's the opposite.
No, like
Uh,
I still have my my old cheap Blu-ray of Evil Dead 2, but like when I upgraded that to 4K, am I gonna get rid of the old one? No,
well, no, you
I'm
don't
gonna
do
keep
that.
them all.
That was one I don't have on me, but I brought it to my mom's cottage. Like I do still own that. It's just not here.
So this year has kind of been the return of some big filmmakers that we're fans of, including Sam Raimi with Send Help. And Austin, because I like this movie, but I think you like this movie more than I did. What about this movie did you really drew you in?
Well, I mean, it's like kind of I've got 3 big things at the start that like really kind of personally endear me to this movie like immediately, and then on top of that, it's just the same Raimi movie. Like it's really good.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of style. I so he was working with these writers because they're the guys that wrote Freddy versus Jason, like
Is that the
way
final
back
Freddy
before.
versus Jason, the one we've seen, or
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, that one, yeah. And he was working with them like way before he got picked up by Marvel with Doctor Strange. And when he was announced to be doing that instead, I was like, "That's cool. That's neat." I did kind of want to see whatever he was doing with them. Like that seems like a match made in heaven. Um, but I guess that's just not happening now. And then it did. It eventually happened.
Yeah.
No, it was cool that this got such a quick turnaround after that movie, because like we can't take getting a new Sam Raimi movie for granted. There was like a decade between his previous 2.
Yeah, no, even for because I think the 3 of us generally kind of like his Doctor Strange at least well enough. I think.
Yeah,
I like it.
I
I
think
like
so.
it quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't want to be like we all love that movie.
No, man, that's fair.
Yeah.
So, no, but even if you don't, like my point was that even if you don't, be happy that he made that and was like, oh man, I miss directing. Was like galvanized to be like, yeah, I'm gonna direct things again.
Hell
It's
yeah.
been forever.
Yeah, I think him more so because this year also was Gore Verbinski's comeback. And I think Raimi I've missed more so than even Verbinski, and I like Verbinski quite a bit. But
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
that's
really
true.
happy that this movie happened.
Mm.
And I because I watched this earlier today because I'd only seen it once. I haven't seen it like 600 times like Austin has. Uh, I liked it more on a second viewing, so I'm glad that I watched it beforehand. And I was able to catch on more of the Raimiisms because the first time I watched it, I was like, this is good, but this is like kind of a traditional made movie for Raimi, and I don't agree with that fully. On the second viewing, there's more to it than that, but yeah, it's a good movie, and the 2 leads are fantastic. Obviously, we'll talk more about that as we go, but I'm really glad that Dylan
No.
O'Brien is getting more work. He's an actor that I've liked in a couple things.
Yeah. No, the 3 things that kind of just initially I'm like, oh, I'm 100% in for a thing made specifically for me is like right when this comes out, I'm working on this Christmas novel, and one of the things I started to do while I'm writing is make like playlists to like have where I'm like, okay, this makes me think of whatever project I'm working on, and it was like a big Blondie was a big part of that on that project. So like instantly I'm like, she's like nerding out about Blondie. It's me. And then this character is just my mom. So like that hits
That's
me
scary.
pretty quick. That hits me pretty quick. And I'm like, oh, okay, this character is just my mom. And then I've got another thing where when I was a kid, my dad used to tell me about this book idea that he had that was a mixture of like a horror slasher thing with Survivor. And it's something that I've always been like, okay, you're never going to make this. I want to make this for you. One day I will make this happen for you. And this is not in any way close to what his idea was, but because it's also that, it like endeared me to it in a sense of like, oh, this is like kind of vibing off of like a similar thing that I've thought about for a long time. So it's like those kind of three altogether. I'm like, this is very much made for me. It's something that I can't explain to people of like, this is why this movie is amazing because it's like too personal. But like instantly, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, this is very much me.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm glad that this movie is this because I haven't looked at your ranking in a while. Is this still your favorite film of the year?
Oh, 100%. Genuinely, I don't think anything will top it this year. Like it's it's gonna be very hard. But like I said, so much of it is that it like hits like straight to like
Mhm.
a core of my personality
Well,
that
this
like
happened to you
even
just
if
yesterday.
something I'm like this might technically better, I don't think anything will ring home as much as this does. And no, I think this is probably Sam Raimi's best movie since Darkman. Like I really like this movie.
Oh wow, I think I like Drag Me to Hell and Doctor Strange more, but like this is really good.
And I do see this and Drag Me to Hell as like a weird duology. I call it my
Absolutely.
Sam Raimi. It's the weird Sam Raimi morality duology.
Yeah, I'll say on first viewing there were certain choices, especially with the ending. I was kind of mixed on first viewing, but
Yeah,
the more I thought about how this compares to Drag Me to Hell specifically, made me appreciate it a lot more. And I think this would make for a great double feature with that.
yeah, that was a big thing I had walking out is like these two movies are fascinating in comparison. Also, another thing is I think this is one of the great, not based on one, but same vibe as like an old EC comic story.
Oh yeah,
And
Yeah.
absolutely. This definitely has like that Tales of the Crypt energy to
yeah,
it.
no, exactly. So
When I'm
that
ex
also makes me happy.
Well, and it's funny you say that, Austin, because I almost when we were talking about doing this, I'd almost pitched doing this with Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah,
But obviously for
that
various
makes
reasons that
sense.
didn't work out. I'm excited to talk about the ending because that is still one of the hangups that I have just with what I know about Raimi and his style. Because it doesn't feel like a Raimi ending, but I might be missing something. But we'll go ahead and we'll get into it. Hayden is frowning at me in the chat.
Oh,
He's mad. He's
I hate
outraged.
him.
Anyway,
Enjoy
uh,
your vacation, Hayden.
get everybody gets a timestamp 0 for send help in 3, 2, 1, play.
Now it sucks that it has to be the 20th Century Studios logo and not 20th Century Fox. But I like that we went for something retro.
No, I have the
Yeah.
same thing. Where
Even
it's like, yeah,
distracting.
it's the retro one. It's distracting that it's not Fox, but like I get it.
Yeah.
uh, I like the art that they went for with your 4K, Austin, but I kind of wish they'd use that poster of Rachel McAdams like screaming with Dylan O'Brien as the like, part of the background.
Oh,
Uh,
sure, yeah.
I love that poster.
I think that's more of what I expected. Like you, I also like this cover, but I also expected it to be that.
Yeah, that's what we're using for the backdrop for this stream. How is that on
Sorry, I was
special
just looking at
features?
the. That's what I was just looking at.
Because Robert and I
Uh,
were looking at our Evil Dead Rise discs, and there's like no special features on that initial release.
no, there's quite a bit.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's Patrick Bateman.
Oh, he'll be cast in that American Psycho remake.
Yay.
He should have done the Patrick Bateman like knee dance thing to Blondie.
Rachel McAdams is an actress that I haven't seen in a whole lot, but I've liked her in pretty much everything I've seen. Recently, Austin and I watched Mean Girls, and it'd been the first time I'd seen that in years. I think I saw that like once when it first came out, and she's great in that. and it's interesting to see go from that to a performance like this.
Well, do you know what the weirdest connection is with this and Mean Girls? Is Lindsay Lohan and that is introduced to this song, but a cover.
Oh,
And of course, they both have One Way or Another. That Mean Girls is weird in that it has like a mostly punk soundtrack. And
Yeah.
then because it's
Well-
a 2000s comedy, we'll have like the milkshake song. But
I'm really torn because One Way or Another is like one of those like super overplayed songs that we probably need to retire, but I do like its inclusion here.
no, same here.
And yeah, Rachel McAdams is somebody I always like. Have you guys seen Red Eye? The Wes Craven?
yes,
I was
that
gonna
movie is
mention
quite
that.
good.
Yeah,
I was
I
going
like
to
that one
mention
a lot.
that because it's cool that she's had 2 films with like an older horror legend that I think is for both of them like one of their best films like at that point. Which because I think Red Eye is one of the last great Wes Craven films.
Yeah.
Definitely. And
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
they're obviously very different movies, but it is
Yeah.
cool. Like they're both thrillers, primarily just about 2 people, and in this one, she gets to play the psychopath.
And largely involving a plane.
Yes.
I bought that movie on a whim when I was going through Wes Craven's filmography, and because I remember seeing trailers when that movie was coming out, but I never got around to seeing it. I think that might be his most underrated film. I don't hear
It is.
anybody talk about that anymore.
Red Eye is one of those movies that, like, back in the day when I was like trying to find stuff to watch that looked interesting to me, that was a movie you could find nowhere. It had like
Yeah.
no Blu-ray release. It wasn't on streaming, so I just bought an old DVD of it and then really liked it. And then it just got a 4K a few years ago that I
Yep.
bought.
Oh,
Which is really cool. But that's a movie that like had a cheap DVD and then no Blu-ray and then the 4K.
Yeah, I
Just
think
like
it
3 or
got
4
a
years ago.
it got a release under that, I think, like Paramount Selects or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Austin, with the way that her character's written, I was also thinking Selena Kyle in Returns.
Yeah.
It's kind of looking at that same archetype, which then Wonder Woman 84 ripped off and did it horribly.
Yes.
Well, no, she's
Also-
also Riddler.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do
And
that
that-
trope a lot.
But no, this is the moment where I'm like, oh, this is Selena Kyle. Oh my god, this is also my mom. Just replace
This being your
her
mom is a
dog.
terrifying thought.
I like to think that it's the alternate universe version of my mom, where, yeah,
Austin, all I
she's
have to
also
go
a
by,
villain
like,
lady.
for my opinion on your mother is the stories that you've told, either Geekvolution or just us.
yeah.
I don't know quite what to make of this person.
No, but I've walked in on this so many times where it's just her giant glass of wine, dog on one side, Survivor like, who's gonna get voted out this time, dog?
I
But
missed
the-
that Elfman did the score for this.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And Bill Pope did the cinematography. Did some classic Raimi regulars.
Yep.
That's good.
Now, Austin, does your mother share food with her pets? 'Cause
So
I think that's crossing the line.
she's very anti that, but her husband does do that.
Oh.
I've known people that did that.
Ugh.
No, like with my dog, he used to do a thing where he'd put a chip in his mouth and then let her like eat it out of his mouth, and we'd all be like, "That's
Ew.
disgusting."
It should be illegal.
Yes, I agree.
And this movie did make its money back. So it says it's reported about a $40 million budget, and it made $104 million at the box office. So that's
Yeah.
not bad.
It did solid business.
Dylan O'Brien is also really good in this movie. That's an actor that I've seen in a few things, and he's always been really
He was
good. in
almost
everything.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and now he's working with Sam Raimi.
The first place I see him is in that show Teen Wolf. He's one of the leads in that, and he was always the best actor of that show. So I'm glad that he's the one having a good career after that show. Him and Hoechlin from the went on to be Superman.
And we only get to see Bruce Campbell in painting form But I think Dylan O'Brien is really good casting to be Bruce Campbell's son in something.
Yeah.
Which I didn't fully appreciate on the first viewing that's kind of what he was doing in his performance until like it took a second viewing to be like, oh no, he's really like putting on that Bruce Campbell like asshole performance.
Mm-hmm.
But I think on a first viewing, I was so much more taken in with Rachel McAdams that like I needed a second one to be like, oh no, they're like both like at
Right.
that same level. Yeah.
Yeah. The press tour for this movie was amazing. Dylan O'Brien would not shut up about that Rob Schneider movie that Rachel McAdams is in.
I don't even know.
Yeah, the
Was it
press
is it
tour.
was it the hot is it the hot chick? Is that the movie? There's
Yes,
like an
I
old
know
Rob
that
Schneider
is the
movie that
movie.
Dylan O'Brien would not shut up about on that press tour.
She's like super embarrassed about it.
Yeah. She's like super embarrassed. She's like, no, that movie's great. You're great in that movie.
And there's Bruce Campbell.
All I've seen from that press tour
Yeah.
is just her being like, yeah, Sam Raimi would constantly be like, look, this isn't a Canadian movie. I need you to pick it up.
And I don't know this actor's name, but he was in Lucifer for a season.
He's on 24, and
Yeah,
he was the Allstate guy.
I was
yeah.
about to say, isn't that the Allstate guy who was also just in the mall show?
Yeah. No, I mainly think of him as being the president in the first couple seasons of 24.
In the show Lucifer, when they move to the Netflix stuff and start doing more mythology episodes, he plays God, and that's great casting.
Yeah, and there's an alternate ending. I don't know if you guys have seen it, where he comes back at the end.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen any like deleted scenes or.
Yeah, I saw it a while
After
ago.
the
I
fact.
can talk about it more when we get to the actual ending. But yeah.
And Teddy says he just wants to see the Sam Raimi Magic remake. Is that like officially a go now?
I think that's his next
Uh,
movie. No.
I've definitely heard
think
about
so.
it. And I've never seen the original. I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
same.
movie was announced, I think, like shortly after Doctor Strange came out, and then it kind of got put on the back burner for this.
When has Raimi ever done a remake?
I don't believe so.
Not that
I'd
I
have
can
to-
No,
think
I
of.
don't.
Does Oz the Great and Powerful count? I don't know.
No.
Does Evil Dead 2 count?
yes.
Yes!
Exactly.
No, okay, to be fair, Evil Dead does count for like the first 10 minutes of that movie.
Even beyond the first 10 minutes, there's stuff that like is obviously like remaking ideas from the first
Yeah,
one.
like the way Bruce Campbell has always described it, it's like the first 10 minutes is he calls it a recap, and then the rest of it is the sequel. But like you said, there are a bunch of like equivalency scenes, like the tree
Yeah, like
scene.
yeah, like Henrietta in the cellar. You probably
Mhm.
wouldn't do that a second time, like connected. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, that's fair.
One day I'm gonna make myself do like the stitch together of all three movies into like one 3-hour epic to see how that plays.
My like headcanon, and it sucks because it removes good stuff in two, but
Mhm.
as like this is like the canon, this is what happened thing in my head is basically just the musical timeline.
Okay.
Oh,
Where
okay, which I've never seen.
Okay. Yeah, it combines kind of all three into one.
That's cool.
Teddy says they keep announcing it but aren't doing anything. He says he heard that announced before even Doctor Strange. Oh, maybe. I love to imagine that like Raimi's been working on this, but he keeps getting sidetracked. Like, oh, I'm gonna do Doctor Strange now. I'm gonna go make this weird island movie with Rachel McAdams.
When he's also talked recently about Drag Me to Hell too, but like I don't know if he would make that or if like he would just produce it. But he's
How would
talked
that
about
even
that
work?
more recently. Well, you would just do it with somebody else.
Yeah.
It's like Evil Dead 2. It's basically a remake sequel.
Yay! He can make the second greatest movie of all time, just like he made the greatest movie of all time.
And it'll be all about Justin Long, and it'll take place 3 seconds after the first one, even though he's way older.
Yes.
Tyler says that the musical is amazing. What I've seen of it is pretty
It's
cool. I
really
watched like a YouTube video recording of it.
I had the soundtrack for the Evil Dead musical before I saw Army of Darkness.
Oh,
Oh
so
my God.
yeah, so there's lines in Army of Darkness that I got first in that musical CD that I was like, oh, that's weird in context in Army of Darkness. The big one that I always think of is when the king's like, the loudmouth braggart line, and he's like, "Just me, baby." In the musical, he says that to a woman. Which I'm like, when I saw Army of Darkness, I was like, oh, he says it to a guy? That's weird. Look, he's doing golf because it's the asshole sport.
Yes.
true.
It's also the setup and payoff sport.
Yes.
Teddy says, "I'm never getting, or God damn it, I'm never getting my Raimi puppet movie. Am I? Is that what that is?
That's
Is
right.
that a puppet movie?
Yeah.
with-
I don't
with
know
Anthony
anything about the
Hopkins,
original.
I think.
Oh,
This is one of my favorite subversions in the movie, that you think this is just going to be like a really shallow person, like, oh, there's just nothing to this relationship, this lady, so whatever. And then she ends up being like one of the most morally good people in the movie, and it ends horribly for her.
I also like her reaction to him telling her off here, where she's like,
I love how offended by tuna he is.
I mean, look, man, he's kind of spitting facts. Like, he's an asshole, but most of what he's saying is right.
You would
I
side
mean, she
with him.
did shove a sandwich into her drawer.
That's so unsanitary.
But god damn it, she gets results, Robert, and that's what matters.
Yeah, isn't there a bit that they cut here? Like, doesn't she scream in another
Oh, I'm
take
actually
of
not
this?
sure.
I feel like that was in the trailer.
There's the car.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
maybe.
Good call. I missed that earlier.
The classic.
Yep.
Ted Raimi does not have a cameo though in this, right?
No, he's not
No.
had a cameo in his last 2 movies. They'd have fallen out.
Oh no! Don't do that.
No, because I was hoping he would be like just one of these like executive people. Like, that's a good role for Ted Raimi.
I feel like if he was in this movie, he might have been the Allstate guy's role.
Yeah, I could also see that.
Yeah, maybe. He's the voice of the warthog.
No, he just is the warthog. It's not CGI anymore. It's Ted Raimi in a shitty costume.
Yeah.
Teddy says they had creative differences. I assume you're joking, but like because they didn't actually like have a falling out or anything, right?
No.
Oh, God.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Ted Raimi just isn't interested in acting anymore. Like, has he really done much?
The last thing I know he
Yeah.
did was The Quarry, the game that we
Mhm.
did.
Okay, because last thing for me is Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Austin, has your mom ever auditioned for Survivor?
So she's never fully submitted, but she is 100% the type of person that watches Survivor and like talks the entire time about how well she would do in it. That was a big thing with my mom and I, as we used to watch Survivor when I was a kid, and she was
Oh, hell
always
yeah.
like, I would win this so easily. Like I'd have all the strategies, and so no, like Linda Little is my mom.
The people like that are always the first people sent home.
Oh, 100%, and I guarantee my mom would be sent home. She would also fail like so hard at the challenges. Like,
Apparently Ted Raimi was also in an episode of that Creepshow reboot, which I still need to watch.
Oh, cool.
oh yes, yeah, I think I knew that.
No, I don't know. I actually don't know if my mom's seen this movie yet or not. But she told me she was interested, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's like a girl power movie, right?" And I'm like, "Kinda." Like,
I mean, it is.
And it's so funny. I remember, because this is just the discussion for every movie now. I remember like some of the comments on like the trailer for this, where people are like, "Oh, this is gonna be like another man-hating movie about like the woman taking charge and being the hero." And then it's really funny thinking of those reactions and then looking at what we got.
Well, so when I walked out, I thought about that, and I was like, no one's gonna care because they only care about like studio family pictures,
Right.
as opposed to something
Yeah.
like this. But uh, this very much has that kind of ending where like she just gets to win, but at the same time, I don't have that reaction. I can just see Sam Raimi laughing behind
Yes.
the camera,
I love
which
that
is
little
the
laugh
same
that
as
Dylan O'Brien
Drag Me to
does.
Hell.
Yeah. And I mean this plane crash is probably my favorite scene in the movie. It's so good.
This is really good. I love that like insane laugh that Dylan O'Brien does right before the...
He literally does a Ryan Johnson laugh, like when you watch the behind the scenes with him, where he's like, eh. I love when the audio cuts out and he yells, "Give me a seat again." There's great audio in this sequence.
Oh yeah. No, all the little gags here are great.
He kicks like his teeth out. But that's the big thing with Sam Raimi for me is like even outside of Evil Dead, he still has that energy. Like I don't think either of the two films not directed by him have it, but like everything else that he's done, it's like, oh, this is that same feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my favorite shot when she just closes the window.
Yeah,
The guy.
that's
Also,
great.
it's also like your first like little bit of darkness with her that you don't know on first viewing where we're going with that. Because like obviously it's messed up when she stabs the guy's hand with the fork, but hey, you get it. It's but when she closes the window, like that's your first hint. Like, oh, there might be like kind of a dark side to this character.
And this all looks really good.
Yeah, and I remember people complaining about effects when this came out, but all I could think of the entire movie was Drag Me to Hell, which is really bad CGI in places.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think
this
the only
handles it a lot
effect,
better.
the only effect in this movie that I'd say is bad, but like it's charmingly bad, is the pig.
Oh, I don't have an issue with the pig. I think the deadite that pops up looks kind of rough, but it's also
funny.
it makes me laugh. Yeah, exactly. Like,
Well, no,
funny.
like,
I think the pig looks fine.
The pig doesn't bother me, but I can tell that it's poorly rendered CGI.
CGI animals are just always hard. Like
Yeah.
they just don't look good 99.9% of the
That's
time.
why you need Ted Raimi in a warthog costume chasing down Rachel McAdams.
Hell yeah.
Teddy says, Ted made fun of Sam Raimi's tuna sandwich. That's why Sam added that scene in the film. Childhood
him and
trauma.
Bruce Campbell did. So it's like, Bruce Campbell, you're just a picture, now you're dead. And Ted, you're not allowed in.
And I'm just forever grateful that we got Doctor Strange 2 from Sam Raimi. If nothing else, just for that pairing of him and Rachel McAdams, because they clearly really hit it off. And
Yeah.
that's why she's in this
No,
movie.
I love
It's really
how,
cool.
like, while talking about this film, he was like, "Yeah, Marvel wasted her. I don't know why they did that."
Mhm.
So cast her in this role.
Yeah, like I like Doctor Strange 2016 a lot, but at the time that was one of the feelings was, oh, we put Rachel McAdams in a Marvel movie and just wasted her as a stock girlfriend character. That's kind of lame. And she gets more to do with the second one.
I just make her clear if you're gonna make her a love interest as opposed to like a throwaway one. Like, yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
But you get to Doctor Strange 2, and like she gets a lot of the weird Evil Dead-y kind of stuff. Like
Yes.
there's that shot where she's like fighting the camera. And you're like, oh, these two like clearly,
They
really
get it.
work off each other. They get it, yeah.
Yeah.
She needs to step it up though. It's not a Canadian movie.
Well,
Speed it up.
Austin, as you're the expert, are a lot of Canadian movies really slow?
Just Canadians in general are slow. No, and a big thing I had coming into this, because they kept saying this movie is Castaway meets Misery.
Yeah.
So, like, getting that description and then seeing the trailer, I'm like, okay, so we're gonna have a point probably in the middle where we switch, and he's the protagonist now. And they never really do that.
hmm
They do for like a minute.
Yeah, and I think people who didn't love this movie would have preferred that. Like, I think that's what some people wanted.
Yeah, but that's so much more stock. Like, I feel like we
I-
got a more interesting movie not having that.
I think that's fair because, I mean, even though we make one of them win at the end, like we do commit to them both just being assholes.
Yeah. Like, that's not to say you can't do that switch, but I do feel like
Mhm.
that is kind of the more like
It's more
hacky kind of way
predictable.
to do it. Yeah.
This movie just makes me want to watch Castaway again. I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
I've never seen that.
It's been. I remember being kind of indifferent to it, but I also haven't seen it since I was a kid.
I
Like,
remember
maybe I'd
seeing
like it more
the
now.
I remember seeing the advertisements for that movie everywhere when it was coming out.
Castaway has one of the most infamous trailers that just spoils the entire movie.
Oh, then maybe that's probably the trailer that I've seen.
Robert, would you say that Dylan O'Brien is the Wilson of this movie?
Yes.
I had to watch that in school for some reason.
Oh.
Some of the movies that you had to watch in school, like what?
No, literally, in my careers class in high school, I had to watch Click.
Oh,
Like, what does that have to do with like having a career?
apparently, I think your teachers wanted to watch Click.
I think so.
Oh God.
He spits up like a baby.
Are you my mommy now?
Whoa,
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 Bert,
whoa.
we need to see where your hands are. Calm down, Robert. Go take a cold shower.
No.
No. Are you
No,
just sad that you didn't get the Haley Atwell Mission Impossible 8 shot here?
That'd be amazing. No, my favorite acting from him in this movie is whenever he's like coughing something up and just in pure misery, he really sells it. But like the look in his eyes of like the pain he conveys is so good.
No, he's really good at that.
Do you guys know how to make fire?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. If we're ever in this situation together, I need to know that.
If we're ever in this situation,
Somebody
I'm
does
staying
something.
away from Robert.
I would also, after I made our fire, do the little dance that she does.
Well,
Which is
you
like
just do
the
that on a
most
daily
middle-aged
basis.
woman thing ever.
Yes. Ugh.
That's when he was
Robert
the
is like
most disgusted.
disgusted by it.
I'm not a big fish guy.
Oh.
Oh no!
I would not do well. Not really. It's not my favorite.
Oh. Oh,
I like some seafood.
This is only funnier in context when you know what he's going to be eating later.
yeah.
He's just blubbering.
He's choking, man. Oh, by the way, Austin, I like your smiling friend shirt.
Oh, thank you. It's all the stars are here.
It's true.
That just got nominated for its first Emmy
That's awesome.
And last.
and last.
Oh, I didn't send it to you because
I-
you haven't seen a lot of the show, but I got in my feed today one of those like the Smiling Friends edits, but it's the landlord in Invincible.
Since she has the magic conch.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
She's
whoa!
the
Don't
cum.
say that.
That was exactly what I was thinking of when she came up
All
with that.
hail the magic conch.
The magic conch.
We should make another live action or animated hybrid SpongeBob movie unless Sam Raimi directed.
Yes.
It's SpongeBob and Patrick on an island.
Yeah, and then
it's the one where
and
they
then
get
Bruce Campbell saves
stranded
them.
in the woods with the one where they get attacked by the, or is that the same episode where they get attacked by the bear?
Oh.
No, those are two different episodes.
Okay. And then also add the gorilla suit guy one. Merge those 3 episodes into one episode.
There you
Or
go.
one movie. So who's our Sam Raimi SpongeBob cast? It's Rachel McAdams with SpongeBob.
Dylan
Bruce
O'Brien is
Campbell,
Patrick.
Squidward. Dylan O'Brien's Patrick? Okay. J.K. Simmons is Mr. Krabs.
That's perfect.
And Ted Raimi is Gary.
Or Pearl, one of the two.
He's both.
My leg.
Yeah, I do like that she just puts her shoes right next to his face while he can't move. They can go anywhere.
Okay,
That's why he
this is
deserves to die. He doesn't even know what a conch is.
this is actually my favorite shot of the movie. Just the edits here of the camera going past his face.
Yeah. No, the one where he's like finally
Like
he's
dead.
like salivating is really funny.
that was one of my biggest laughs in the theater.
Yeah, no, same here.
He just goes through all the stages of grief.
No, and I saw this 3 times in the theater, and each time like it got really big, like reactions from the crowd with all these gags.
How does that 4K look so far?
Good.
I'll have to pick that up.
That this is just God taking a shit on him.
No, literally.
I haven't suffered enough.
Fuck you, Dylan O'Brien.
And now he's Jesus.
And God sends his 3 wise men in the form of one woman with her Gandalf staff. Well, that was the other thing that I heard about in the press tour was that Sam Raimi like kept doing reshoots for this boar sequence. He was like, I just want to do more stuff with the boar.
He's gonna make a spin-off about that boar.
Yay!
Release the boar cut.
It's true.
That's what I want. I also love that the boar is Evil Dead Vision for a second.
Yes.
Her outfit here also reminds me of Evil Dead 2, with the daughter.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, good call.
Well, he basically has Ash's blue shirt.
Yeah, that's true too. And now she's basically gonna kill like a midget Henrietta on all fours.
That's just how you describe every
that
pig.
sounded really dirty after it came out.
That's just how you're gonna describe every pig that you see now.
Yeah, as you should. I like there's like that shot of her like stepping over the branch, and then we'll get that reflected later when he hunts where he steps on it. It's like the exact same
Mm.
shot. Bro, this boar is like the cheetah or the leopard, or no, it's a leopard in the Tarzan Disney film. Like, that's how vicious this thing is.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
in the
that's.
hand,
Oh, go ahead.
well, in the hands of a different filmmaker, general audiences, you don't usually like seeing violence against animals, and Sam Raimi has a really good way around it by making him like just a cartoon monster.
But I still at the same time do feel sad when it dies.
I do too.
Even though it is crazy. But no, I think the CGI looks fine on this thing. I don't know. I don't really
It's
have
not
an
the
issue
worst
with
I've
it.
seen.
Yeah, I've seen worse. And it's also really funny when you get to the twist of this movie that this thing is running around this island and like people live here, or at least vacation here.
Oh,
No, I showed this to my stepdad and youngest brother the other day, and they were both dying at this part. Where, like the blood just keeps spraying her, and it's like spraying her with snot.
oh, no, that's disgusting. Classic Raimi. No, well, when I feel bad is when she stabs in the eye. I'm like, oh, don't do that.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's trying to
That's
kill
just
her.
that's just me.
I like though that last one when it sprays with blood, like her mouth's open in that shot, so she's got like a reaction.
But she's found her purpose.
Yeah,
It's a good thing.
He's like, what the fuck? No, I remember when the initial trailer for this came out. It was kind of hard to tell like what it was just based on that trailer. It was like, I mean, I'm excited. The cast is good. It's Raimi.
Well, and this is just a timeless survival premise. The conundrum of being with somebody who practically knows what they're doing, but they're also a psychopath, and you really want to get away from them.
Well, and I like her evolution over the course of the film. When she starts, she's very not very confident in herself, kind of disheveled. As the movie goes on, you can see like she's forming this confidence in herself being on this island.
Yeah, and this is that stretch of the movie when you think maybe they're gonna start liking each other.
I definitely from like here for like the next while think that they're leading to some sort of romance.
Yeah.
Which I've seen people say that like they get to the ending and they're like that came out of nowhere, and I'm like, how?
Oh yeah, no. I honestly, the first time I watched this, I thought they were being genuine until you see that he's got the like horn off that statue.
Now this is the weirdest scene of the movie.
Why, Robert? Explain in detail why this is strange.
I mean, it's just the bathing scene with King Kong in the 70s version, but without King Kong.
So not as creepy and normal.
I mean,
it doesn't have that weird like.
Robert's just a really big fan of the '70s King Kong movie.
yes.
Somebody has to be.
Austin prefers King Kong Lives.
Oh, this is interesting. The Carrie Show is going to have its own panel at Comic-Con this year, so maybe we're going to get a trailer finally.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Oh.
What I want to say
John's just
though,
scrolling the news, watching the movie.
what I think is funny too with that waterfall scene, especially when she puts the flower in her ear, like it's like it's like something you'd see in a Disney princess movie, but in this context, it's so fucking bizarre.
Or like a shampoo commercial. It's like she's in a shampoo commercial in her own head. It's great.
Tyler says that he watched this and Bone Temple back to back in the theater. Two of my favorite movies of the year.
Yeah, that would have made sense. Yeah.
And then this does that trope where I'm like, oh god, I've seen this before, and I can't for the life of me think of a specific example, but like you have her. I mean, I think that we set this up early, but it's like, oh no, like she doesn't want to get rescued, like she wants to stay here, and that feels like a trope I've seen a million times, but I can't for the life of me think of a specific example.
But she doesn't want to be fed. She wants to hunt. But no, you're probably thinking of stuff like where like characters will go somewhere. Like the first thing that comes to my mind is I don't know why it's stupid, but is Ninja Turtles 3. Like out of nowhere, Michelangelo is like, I want to stay here. Indiana Jones 5 has that at the end. Like I'm only thinking of bad ones.
Yeah.
There's
Well, you went to time travel, and
there's
I
again.
went to time travel on both.
There's that movie from the early 2000s with Paul Walker. It's a Michael Crichton adaptation, and that has a similar ending where one of the characters decides to stay in the past. Timeline.
I was thinking of Congo because that was Bruce Campbell.
Yes, the time traveling monkey decides to stay in the.
No, but I was thinking that before you said time travel. You just said Michael Crichton movie.
I still haven't seen. I went to Google timeline and just Googled time travel.
Even just Googling timeline, you wouldn't get that movie first off.
Well, I would Google timeline movie. Yes, Timeline was a 2003 science fiction. Oh, that's directed by Richard Donner. It has Paul Walker, Gerald Butler,
Gerard.
I don't. My brain like autocorrects to Gerald. I don't know why. It's always done that. But anyway, it's based on a Crichton movie. I don't remember if it's any good or not, but if you're curious, there you go. I spoiled the ending for you.
Yay. Yeah, so this movie's like Ninja Turtles 3 and Indiana Jones 5.
Well, this is like a
But
not as
arguably
good. Well, this is a not as good
Marginally
Turtles 3. Austin's favorite Turtles movie is the third one.
That's true. I love the Japanese. They're my favorite people. I have an affinity for them.
I do remember seeing Dylan O'Brien talking about this stuff in the press, where like having to have this limp for so much of the movie and having to know like because you film these scenes out of order and to know like what the progression of the limp is, so like you have to mentally keep track of that. Yeah,
it'd be difficult. And you'd be like, Sam, am I limping like the correct amount at this time? And you would be like, just walk away.
Help!
You mean Heppel?
Heppel, I've fallen to the Twilight Zone.
I think you need someone to send help.
Heppel, I've fallen into the Twilight Zone. Ah! No, there's moments here like she's using like moisturizer, and you're supposed to think that she's supposed to have made it, but like by this point she would have found that house.
Yes.
So it's like, did she just put moisturizer in a coconut?
This is one of those movie magic things I love, where like it's so obvious we just have a hose spraying water on him that just gets shut off for that sight gag, and it's so good.
But also, like, because that's obviously what it is, and it is really funny. But like, tropical storms are weird like that.
Mhm.
Like, they do just suddenly start pouring, and then it's just not anymore.
This is my other favorite scene in the movie. He gives a powerhouse performance, unironically.
100%. Look how savage he is. Like, turns into Gollum as he's approaching it.
Precious. This is like one of my new favorite long takes of anything.
His tongue turns black. I want to know what they put in that.
Hopefully that's in the special features.
I think he's probably talked about that. I'm sure that's something that came up on the press tour.
Probably, yeah.
Like, you had to eat a bug. What was that like?
Tyler says his favorite scene is the paralysis scene. Oh,
Oh no.
it's probably my
Scene.
least favorite scene to watch.
No, all 3 times I saw that, there was like a collective like when that happened.
I'm sure somebody was watching this like, oh, all these different types of fucking fruit here. Would it be on this island? And then you get to the end of the movie, it's like, oh, like that makes the scene better.
No, it's not even the fruit thing. What makes me laugh more is when she goes, "Here, have this. It's sauce." No, there's a couple of moments like that because you also have she comes back with her water bottle filled. And it's right after she was in that waterfall, and she's like, "Try this water. It's a lot fresher. Like it's I found like a better source." And you're supposed to think, "Oh, it's that she like filled it up at that shower," but like she's got it at that house.
Yep.
Or the knife thing too, where it's like just so throwaway. But I do like that she's actually like a good survivalist too. On top of
Yeah.
it, like it's not just only that because you could have played it that way,
Hmm.
where it's like, oh, you think she's really good at being a survivor? Oh, like no, not at all.
You think your problems are just gonna fall right out of the sky, huh?
Or they're fighting at the house, and then Jeff from Survivor walks in, and he's like, "What are you doing in my house?"
I know they wanted to get him for a cameo, and then it didn't
Yeah,
work out for some reason.
yeah, it's supposed to be at the end in that like golf sequence. He was supposed to come up to her.
Mhm.
I wish they were able to do that. That would have been good, but it's fine that it's not.
Well, I do remember some discourse around this movie before I saw it of people being split on the ending, and some people thought it like went too far or was too over the top. And whenever I hear that before I see something, my mind always goes to like the most extreme dumb example where I was worried like that this whole thing was gonna be fake and that like they didn't know it and that it would be more directly like a survivor thing, and I was like, oh no. So then when you get the actual ending, I'm like, oh, okay, I think it's fine. Like my brain
Oh, it's
always goes
great.
to like a dumber, like worst case scenario.
Yeah,
Tyler says, I don't know how you guys feel about it. This movie was better than Obsession for me personally. I like
yes.
Obsession more than this, but like they're like neck and neck for me.
For this thing getting a big reaction of the audience, so like, oh no, how are we gonna take this?
Becoming a different movie. Sam Raimi's going back to his unrated origins.
It's like the tree scene, but he's the girl and the tree is Rachel McAdams.
You know, it's the other way around. I made a strap on out of the stick. Bend over. But yeah, Obsession's good. It's not even in my top three of this year, but it's good.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that it's been knocked down to, I think it's your number 5 right now.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, oh yeah, because there was like that week where I saw Carolina, Caroline, and The Furious, which are both like really high for me for this year.
I watched The Furious earlier today. I'm gonna have to watch it again because I had to stop it like halfway through and go do stuff, but it was good. The fight scenes were really well done.
Yeah, that movie was cool.
Yeesh.
At some point, I need to marathon all of the Kyle Gallner and Samara Weaving movies I missed so that it can culminate in Carolina, Caroline. I'll save that for last.
Their filmographies were building to that moment. To a movie that 15 people saw. The best part about that movie is I think Samara Weaving's supposed to be like 19, like, like really young.
And he's like 40.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
No, I think he is supposed to be like mid-30s. She's supposed to be like vaguely late teens, early 20s.
So this is like the most blatant set up in the movie where I didn't call exactly what the twist was going to be, but like obviously there's something
I think
she's
that's
being dishonest about here.
I think that's what works about this is just it's the setup scene because there's like 3 different setup
Yes.
things on this one scene, which I think probably helps in that you're not thinking about all of them. But the X one is so blatantly like, keep that in mind. That's important. But it's not for the reason she says it is, which I think also helps.
For sure.
You see that big X? Fuck Marvel. They made me put these characters in my Doctor Strange movie. And then I killed them and people got mad.
Yeah, this is the stretch of the movie where you're like, okay, when are they gonna fuck? Like when are we going there?
When are we gonna go to the Bone Factory? Or the Boner Temple? Like, was it Teddy said he went to both of them?
I think it was Tyler.
Oh, someone. It started with a T.
Somebody, yeah.
But this movie also almost went to the Bone Temple.
Help! I've fallen to the Bone Temple.
Tyler, when are you gonna do 100 commentaries on Evil Dead 2? Whenever Austin's available, we'll do all 100 at once.
Okay.
Yeah, we've already done one.
Yeah, we only have 99 more to do.
Hell yeah.
And then
99 Evil Dead 2 commentaries on the wall.
Yeah. Tyler says he hasn't seen it yet, but it's on his list. I don't.
It?
Yeah, I guess. I don't.
Chapter 1, 2, or the Tim Curry special?
Or Welcome to Derry.
Oh. All right. This is another one. She also didn't make this line.
and scenes like this definitely played differently on a second viewing when you have more context, when you know that, oh, he's still completely bullshitting at this point. This is not sincere.
Yeah. Also, somehow her bird lived.
Oh, he hasn't seen Caroline. There's a lag, so if going forward, if you're talking about a specific movie, I need you to say what it is, because for all I know, it could be like 20 minutes later, and I just see I haven't seen it. That could be anything.
It could even be it.
Yeah. Austin's gonna join us when we do the It Chapter 1 and 2 double feature.
Why?
I don't know. Why not?
Okay.
I'm volunteering you for things, Austin. Don't question it.
No. Yeah.
Now, who's the real monster here?
You for calling her mommy earlier. I also like later when she does her impression of his laugh.
Now, aside from the literal Deadite that's in this movie for 5 seconds, she gets pretty close to becoming a Deadite in the last act of this movie.
Turns into Scarlet Witch in Doctor Strange 2, where she's got like the mud on her face.
Mm. This was also fun just seeing R-rated Raimi again, because like it's very easy to picture a PG-13 version of this movie, and it's
I
cool
didn't
that it
think
got
we were
VR.
gonna get that. I thought this was gonna be PG-13 because Drag Me to Hell was.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was very excited when they, because I feel like it was like pretty close to release when they said this was R, and I was very happy.
The boar scene is like the big one you'd have to cut down, and some of the fire
Yeah,
at the end.
and all the swearing and fucking.
I was rewatching the Red Letter Media Sam Raimi ranking earlier, and they're I was on the part when they're talking about one of his few movies they still haven't seen yet, the For the Love of the Game, the Kevin Costner baseball movie, and that one is a PG-13 movie that is clearly cut down from an R, and like there's a really awkward scene where like a guy swears, but they replace him saying fucking with freaking, but then the character like in the scene apologizes for swearing, and it's really awkward because he just said freaking, and you're like, what?
They couldn't even just have the one F bomb.
I guess not. Yeah, and like there's another line from a lady where like they clearly ADR her saying screwing when she clearly said fucking originally. Like there's a bunch of moments like that where it's super awkward.
Yeah, when Sam Raimi had issues with the MPA for a while, so it could even be he wasn't even allowed to have the one. Because like it's like with Army of Darkness, I always talk about how that's like one of the great or sorry, PG-13 F bombs. Then I remember, oh wait, no, that movie's PG or it's R.
Yes,
Because MPA fucking hated Raimi because of the unrated Evil Dead thing.
which is so stupid. And then fucking like I told John like I just rewatched Return of the Living Dead this week. I can't believe that got an R. Like compared to Evil Dead 2, I think Return of the Living Dead's the more graphic movie. And like it is insane to me that that got an R, that Evil Dead 2 had it released unrated.
I think it's just because he put wasn't the first one unrated?
Yeah, so they were pissed.
Yeah, I think it's just because of that.
It's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like because like we said, Army of Darkness should have been a PG-13, and Evil Dead 2, no reason why that couldn't have been an R. Like there are way more extreme movies than that got.
There's a Hammer Dracula that's rated G.
Grief, he's naked.
See, Robert, this is what you're like. Being a pervert, not being the naked guy, in case you got confused.
Damn it. Okay, I'll turn the wind machine up even higher. Higher, damn it.
Sprinklers on. Rachel, speed it up. It's not a Canadian movie. No, I do hope that both of these two like continue to work with Raimi in the future because they both really gel with him.
Yeah, they can be puppets in that Magic remake or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Because Raimi's not exactly like he has his regulars, but it's not like super devoted to them like some other directors are. So like I could see him not using them again, but like
yeah,
I don't know, they really work with him.
Yeah, I feel like with regulars for him, it's mostly just like side characters that he brings back.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there was this weird interview with Sharon Stone a couple years ago talking about Quick and the Dead and like being disappointed by the performance of that. But then, like, for no real reason, like, she kind of shit-talked Raimi and was like, oh, yeah, he's not royal. Not royal. He's not loyal. He's also not royal. But she said that. He was like, oh, he's not loyal. Like, we didn't work together again. And I'm like, that seems like the last guy you'd complain about that with. Like, it was really weird. And Quick and the Dead's great. Like, I love that movie, and it sucks that flopped.
This is the man that cast his high school best friend in, like, everything.
Yeah.
No, it's like stuff like that he'll keep around, but like his main leads, he very rarely
It's
tends to keep.
Yeah.
hmm.
Tyler says a Raimi movie written by Flanagan. I mean, that could be cool, but I don't know. They have such different like styles.
Yeah, I maybe, but they are very different.
I would rather
I wanna see
Flanagan
some-
direct his own scripts.
I want to see some Raimi directed Flanagan monologues.
The camera's just doing all this wacky shit while they're trying to deliver.
Like a 20-minute monologue about the meaning of life.
With Danny
Okay.
Elfman music, like
What-
And like periodically they just splash blood in the actor's face.
You know what? I don't think this won't happen because I think we've already got like the crew. It would have been cool to see him work on that, like maybe do have Raimi do an episode of Carrie, just like an episode of
Yeah.
the show. I would really love to see Raimi do a King adaptation.
Has he written one of his movies? Like, what was the last? Sorry, that came out wonkily. But what I meant was, what was the last movie of his that he wrote? Was it Drag Me to Hell?
Raimi?
Yeah.
Let me check.
probably.
No, I like swapped what I was gonna say midway through and just came out as, has he ever written his movies? Like, yeah, no, obviously he has. But I think it was Drag Me to Hell. I would like
Yes,
to see
it
him
is
write
Drag
one
Me
of
to
his
Hell.
own scripts again. Because I know he and his brother, not Ted, Ivan Raimi, wrote that, and they were going to give it. They tried to give it to Edgar Wright to direct, and he was like, "No."
Which I think was the correct.
Yeah, no, I have a lot of respect for him for turning that down because he was basically like, "It'll just be karaoke,"
Yeah.
and I feel that.
I didn't realize this, but Raimi also has a story credit on Man with the Screaming Brain, and I've wanted to see that movie for a while.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
that-
one of
that-
those
that makes
Bruce
sense.
Campbell B movies from the mid 2000s.
Oh, cool. But yeah, no, I'd like to see him write one of his own scripts again.
That's fair. And yeah, and I also think he'd be a good match for Stephen King. It is shocking that never happened in the 80s or 90s, especially
No,
when
Stephen King loves Raimi.
yeah, like obviously a big part of Evil Dead's success with that quote, but also like Raimi has a cameo in the Shining 90s miniseries.
Yeah, I think
Maybe I
there's a
know
Sam Raimi
he's in The Stand.
The Stand, yes,
There's
he's
like,
also in
there's
that.
like a shit ton of horror directors in The Stand.
Austin, I just sent you the poster for that movie because it looks like that'd be something right up your alley.
Oh, it looks great.
That's Bruce Campbell.
Oh, weird. Maybe it's just because it's like so low quality, but it looks like David Arquette.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, in both The Stand and The Shining, Sam Raimi has cameos, and you know, as much as I love Stephen King's Sleepwalkers, that is a beautiful film. I do think Sam Raimi would have been a better director for that. Like that movie would be even better if Raimi directed it, because I think his sensibilities would have been perfect for that material. Instead, we got Mick Garris, who's fine.
So, Robert, how accurate is this to poisoning women?
I'll get back to you on that. Now, where I settled on liking the ending and thinking the ending works is this scene's really important because you need to double down on. Oh no, he's still an asshole. He has learned
He
nothing.
even stole her cup for no reason. He's an
That's a
asshole.
very important cup.
Yeah,
She was so proud of that cup, and he took it.
No,
It's not even filled with water. He just took the cup.
the biggest thing I respect about this movie is its commitment to making him an unrepentant asshole. Like, even at the end when he could change, he just refuses to.
Well, like I said, it's subversive, and it goes against what the audience wants, because the audience wants him to evolve and become a better person through
And
this.
it's
But I respect it for doubling down the fuck you, Linda.
and it's subversive in a way that I think is legitimately satisfying, not just here's the opposite, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and it's not a heel turn that like comes out of nowhere. It's like, no, like this is how he's been. It's like this is how he
The
was set
entire
up.
movie.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
he's just learned nothing.
This is one of my favorite shots when he looks up at his fiance like an angel above him, and she pukes all over his face.
I made the mistake of eating dinner while watching this movie because I forgot about that scene. I was like, oh well, that's great.
I'm surprised I have a stronger stomach for stuff like that.
Blood and stuff doesn't bother me.
Ugh.
Vomit is where I'm like, I don't know if I want to see
Yeah.
that while I'm eating.
She's got like that you know that SpongeBob episode where it's the training video? She's got like that background behind where it shows the Krabby Patty.
I just had pizza,
Ugh.
Tyler.
Pizza time.
Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
Yes.
Let Raimi make a Turtles movie. Maybe we'll finally get another good one.
Yay.
She had like one piece of fish and puked like 4 times.
All of Dylan O'Brien's audition tapes are just him crying. Like, okay, now cry and imagine you did throw up all over, how you vomit all over you.
Now cry while you eat a bug. His performance is just based off of Kevin Smith.
Ugh,
What?
everything.
That squid looks good.
If Raimi ever directs another Evil Dead movie, I need Dylan O'Brien to be in that because I could just imagine the performance similar one to this, and it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, and cast Rachel McAdams as the Deadite.
Yeah.
No, I thought because they announced that reboot for Darkman, and I thought he was going to work on that, but
I forgot they're
sounds
doing
like it's
that.
another one where he's just producing.
If he's
Yeah,
not
that's not
directing
something
it,
I
don't
need.
do that.
Well, but it's not even another like every time that comes up, it sounds like they just want to do a remake, and I don't need that. I'm not interested.
I was more interested until I learned that it was supposed to be for a remake.
Yeah. Because like for a long time there, we thought Liam Neeson might come back. You know, that's something people thought might happen.
No, if Raimi made a Darkman 2 now with Liam Neeson, that'd be great.
Or bring Arnold
Bride of
Vosloo back.
Darkman. What's that?
Or bring Arnold Vosloo back.
Yeah.
He'll be the Bride of Darkman. Yeah, both of them.
You'll have the Bride of Frankenstein hair.
Yes. Yeah, Raimi is another filmmaker I think also came up a couple times during that wave of like Universal remakes. Like he might have been attached to The Mummy at one point in the 90s.
Oh
I,
yeah,
I think he was actually one of those.
just
for a
remember
minute.
he was supposed to do Warcraft at one point.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
think I remember that. Tyler says, would it be called Darker Man? I don't think you can say that.
Whoa! Take it easy, sweetheart.
Relax.
Darkest Man.
Okay, so he almost made Dracula. I forgot he almost made The Hobbit. I kind of wish that happened.
I have a hard time
Yeah, that makes
picturing
sense.
that, but like that would have been interesting.
No, it looks like it's just Dracula.
Okay. Like I said, I knew he was actually one of those for a minute.
I managed to go into this movie like completely blind the first time, so I didn't know where this was going. The entire time this seems like, oh god, what am I about to see, Raimi?
He also almost made Jack Frost,
Oh,
not the happy friendly one, but the one with
the
Michael
Michael
Keaton.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
almost made that. Thank God.
I wish
I mean,
he'd
if it
made
was
the
Bruce
happy
Campbell,
friendly one.
that would have peaked.
Shot like a Sam Raimi movie too. Jack Frost vision. I also had to watch that in school for some reason.
I'm sorry.
I've never
I know.
I've seen the slasher one, but I've never seen the Michael Keaton movie.
Don't. I actually had to watch that more than once in school.
I don't want to. I remember the trailer. It looks scarier than the horror movie version.
It is. Genuinely.
This was the exact look on Austin's face watching that movie.
I was making that noise too.
This is the look on Austin's face when he has to watch a Gary Doberman movie.
Yay.
And like 99.9% of Blumhouse movies.
Are you excited for their take on Obsession?
Oh God, no! Did you see that one I posted today?
Yeah.
John.
No, that's your perfect film.
The- Paul Feig is making a movie that's being made by Blumhouse, Atomic Monster, and Platinum Dunes.
Oh God,
That's like the
Yay.
gauntlet of bad.
it's true. Although
Add Gary Doberman and you have the full gauntlet.
the Atomic one, that doesn't ring a bell.
That's James Wan's production company.
Oh fuck!
Did you know that Gary Doberman's writing the next Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Is he actually?
I
Is
think
it?
so.
I'm not watching that.
I mean, like
That's
that is
really
a
funny.
good thing, right? Like you don't want him writing something you care about.
That's true.
No, that's why that's funny. Like, I don't give a fuck about Five Nights and Freddy. Like, he can make
But Austin,
that.
you loved that first movie.
That's true. I gave
gave
it
it a
one
fuck.
star for every night they were in Freddy.
Now you gotta watch 2.
But, I don't know.
Yes,
I
that
won't
is
live up to
confirmed.
it. That's
Uh,
beautiful.
Tyler asks, "What is everyone's favorite pizza?" And he's yelling at me that I didn't answer it. Supreme. What is that, Austin?
Oh
That you're
god.
drinking?
Just Coke, but it's like it's the like World Cup branded.
okay.
This boatman guy looks so familiar to me, and I don't know who he is. And I keep meaning to look up who the actor is, and I never met. I'm just gonna do it right now.
Yay. Oh god, this actress is so good too. Like this is such a personality shift. Where again, you think she's just gonna be like the shallow, vapid, just trophy wife. And she's like this really good, sweet person. Just looking for her fiance.
No, and her voice for this is like perfect.
I looked up that guy, but he's not been in anything that I've seen.
Oh. No, he looks like a guy who'd be like henchman number 12 in an action movie.
Oh.
Yeah. He was in Tharai the Exorcist as Ming. It must be that I'm thinking
You've seen Tharai the Exorcist?
of. Yes.
Is that your favorite movie of last year?
It is, yeah. No, I think he looks vaguely like one of the guys from Big Trouble, and I think that's all it is. I'm just being racist. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Austin, when we get that shot of the fruit she has on her, it reminds me of the fruit in the Crash Bandicoot games. I'm just imagining her
Oh, the
running.
Wumpa fruit.
the Wumpa fruit.
Well, okay.
If Dylan O'Brien had to hunt Crash Bandicoot in this movie.
and that game has the boar. We had
you-
the boar earlier.
Yes, you ride the boar. That's what Crash is like pissed off you killed the boar.
When
Like,
you
"What?"
cut to him stealing the cup, you just hear it out of the back in the background. Whoa! Tyler says that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is going to be peak like Troll 2. Don't ever compare Five Nights at Freddy's to Troll 2.
Take it easy, sweetheart. Don't put those two things into a sentence.
Troll 2 is a beautiful film.
It is.
So this is payoff number 2 from this scene because we got the poison earlier, and now we're gonna get the drop of doom.
Did she like reset this? Because it's like where she fell is like there's like rocks added onto it. Like she purposefully reset this just in case.
Yeah, it's smart.
Turn it into Mickey Mouse.
What happened?
Oh. Just keep walking, Goofy. I'm right behind you. Oh, gosh, Mickey. I hope it's just a head. Ah!
And I do like that they play this ambiguous for a while, where you're not sure what happened if she actually went there or not.
Yeah, and I thought we just wouldn't see it at all. I wonder if this is maybe something that's made in the edit. Because I assumed when we didn't see it, we would just never see it. But then when we go back to it later, it is just a continuation of the same shot. So I wonder if they maybe just shot this and then in editing went like, oh, it would maybe work better.
Yeah, because the thought process is, oh, we still want the audience to kind of like her at this point, so we don't want to show her hand too early and making her that evil.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a smart decision to play it kind of ambiguously until later on.
And you're right. No, you never want to see somebody walking into the beach like that. That's never a good sign.
Well, I also think you need that too, in order for that dream sequence to play. Because without that, you're like, okay, this is clearly a dream. But having not fully seen it, there is that like hint of doubt that maybe they're actually going there.
I did think she was gonna come back. I was expecting her to still be alive.
Yeah. And then the way that he finds her body is really funny. He should just be happy though that he didn't like feed him her.
Yeah. It always could be worse.
Yep.
True.
Always look on the bright side of life.
And I don't know how much of this is an act at this point, but I do like that at least she's acting like she feels bad. Like it's not just a switch. Like it's escalating on itself at all times until you get to the end.
But she's got a bit of like a telltale heart thing going here.
Yeah.
Is that the next Telltale game?
Yes.
John, you illiterate bastard.
No.
Oh God.
Oh no, she's hot.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No, she's even contorting like a deadite.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It's awesome.
No, when she first stands up, like the way the moonlight's hitting the top of her head, like it looks like she's got like an exposed brain.
You tried to kill me.
Austin, you've seen the original Creep Show, right?
Yeah.
This also reminds me of that one segment with
Father's Day.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Ted Danson one with the couple that drowns.
No, that's the one I'm
thinking.
thinking of. I didn't know if that I must have got the
Oh.
names mixed up.
I love the Deadite.
Yeah. Austin, did that get you in the theater?
Yeah, because I was like, what the fuck? That got my brother really hard when I showed that to him the other day.
One of my favorite watch party moments with you, Austin. I don't know if you remember this, but when I made you watch Anna and the Apocalypse, you got jump scared by the zombie Santa at the end. And it was hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. See, this makes it sadder, Robert. There's a baby warthog.
I know. When I was a young warthog.
My mother was horrifically murdered.
Oh,
I would. Ah, man, we should edit The Lion King to include that.
Tyler's doing a double feature of Alien and Aliens tonight. Nice.
hell
Oh,
yeah.
He just did that laugh right there.
I love it's like the when you're like showing off the ring pose.
No, he just went like full Charlton Heston. Just, damn you!
Sam Raimi's Planet of the Apes would go hard. Sam Raimi's Planet of the Apes would go hard.
He almost
Hell
did
yeah.
that. Wasn't he one of the people
Maybe?
directors
Maybe.
looked at for the remake?
I don't know, actually. If they
It
passed
could've
him
been
over
that.
for Tim Burton, I'm going to be incredibly sad.
Well, it could have been that or the 2011 reboot. Like either of those make sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking of the remake, the Tim Burton one.
Mhm.
Let's see.
And what is this? A western?
Yes.
He just pulls out a gun and shoots him.
This is a gun. Yes.
Yeah, Sam Raimi was considered for the Planet of the Apes remake.
That's so sad.
I'm glad we got Spider-Man instead.
So was where was that?
Tyler wants a
Peter Jackson.
compilation of all of Robert's impressions. That laugh. The laugh is up there with Chatterer as his favorite.
The fuck was that?
Have you not been here before when he's done the Chatterer? His Chatterer
From
impression?
Hellraiser.
Oh,
No, that's my favorite Cenobite from Hellraiser.
he's a good one.
Yeah. I forgot you weren't here for that commentary.
No, it was like the sound of SpongeBob coming. Like I was not ready for that. I was reading Wikipedia.
I mean, that was the direction on set. Most people don't know that. And I have the knife. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, like so I think the movie does a good job making them both awful enough that you just like seeing them torment each other, but you're not really rooting for one over the other. Again, that scene earlier where he poisons her is the bit you really need to go, okay, he's so awful.
Yeah. We
She
talked
didn't cut his
over.
dick off. She's a nice lady.
Yeah.
We talked over it.
Stop attacking my mom, dude.
We talked over it with her ex husband. Do you guys think that because he'll imply this later, but I don't know where the movie falls. Do you guys think that she purposefully like set it up so that he would end up dying, or was that all an accident?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it works. I think it works either way, but either way, she did kill him,
Yeah.
whether it was intentional or not.
Yeah. Well, Austin, what is your preferred headcanon for that?
Probably that she did.
Oof. Are you gonna make Cap
But-
watch this?
Huh?
Are you gonna make Cap watch this, or has he already seen it?
I contemplated picking this for Spooky Mania. This is one of my like 10 films fighting for the 5th slot.
Oh god.
Tyler wants to know if we saw Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025. I did, and I thought it was terrible.
No. I almost saw
I
it
haven't seen it.
and then decided not to.
Ow. I don't like eye stuff. Stop it.
I am a little bit behind. The eye thing, yeah, is really gross. I also hate the sound design when she's biting the ring. Both of those, like, oh, they really skeeved me out. But I like though that when she swallows the ring, she does that Defoe gif.
No, so like I said, I think she wanted her husband to die that night, but like that's still a different enough situation. Like it still works because like pushing this innocent lady to her doom, like it's still a leap from that. Like
Yeah.
Ah,
Bless you.
thank you. Also, just like how bloody her eye is also really nasty.
Tyler wants to know when we're gonna cover Society. Robert recommended it, and I haven't been the same since. We'll get to it. It's a great movie.
Society's not even that crazy. I watched that and I was like, really? It's a good movie. I'm not saying it's not,
yeah.
but I wasn't like, oh fuck. It's like the most like horrific thing I've ever seen.
I mean, I will say that I think the third act is pretty crazy by movie standards, but I don't know. It didn't like change my life or change me.
Like like the last 10 minutes are pretty crazy, but I did expect it to get a little crazier.
Yeah.
I don't know if Noah's seen that yet, or Hadan.
I think Hayden has.
Yeah, I think Hayden has.
I don't know about Noah.
Yeah. You didn't say it in the same voice, but you did give it the same cadence as like a Jeff Goldblum.
Tyler says he went completely blind and apparently was giving Robert a play-by-play as he was watching. Oh.
Why?
No, Tyler's like that guy in the American edit of Godzilla who just has to describe everything that's happening.
The best way to watch a movie is to live tweet it.
True.
Okay, Dylan O'Brien definitely deserves to die because he left the fucking fridge open.
Oh, what an asshole!
What an asshole, Doc.
Don't do that.
No, and now she like has a supervillain lair.
And she's doing like a bit of a villain voice too.
Oh yeah.
I also love when she turns and looks directly at the camera when talking about having to murder his fiance.
John, it is very easy to do the Saw edit version of this ending. With the
Yes.
music kicking in and flashing back.
Yes, Austin, because I know you're not a Saw guy, but there's a piece of music that they wrote, especially for the end of the movie, where everything's supposed to come together, and it's an awesome track. But that song is just like associated with plot twists in my mind now, and so anytime there's a plot twist in a movie, that's what I hear. No, the best thing about Saw is just how convoluted those get. Jigsaw is a super villain.
Yes.
That dude died in the third movie, but it still has plans going into the seventh one.
Yes.
Austin's like, you're all stupid.
Yes.
Aw.
And this is paying off the waterfall scene earlier. She's just doing that
Yeah.
again.
So is this also a weird scene, Robert?
That's also a
Yes.
crazy way to eat fucking dragon fruit. Like, of all fruit, they eat that way.
It was
It's
perfect.
all
When it
over
was just...
you.
Aw.
No, Robert. Now that you've mentioned said it, I can hear the Saw music playing, especially right here.
Da 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 da. She doesn't just push him; she hits him with a rock.
Yeah.
It's so cruel.
And his head like explodes when it hits.
Well, my favorite part about this whole thing is they came for Dylan O'Brien, but like, surely she could have just stayed. Like, she didn't want to leave.
Her face after is also kind of funny.
Yeah. I forgot Rachel McAdams is in those Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movies.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
she's great in this.
Yeah, she is, yeah. Most in the first one.
Yes.
I remember not liking the second one, but I haven't seen that since it came out.
The second one's good.
Austin, did you know
The
that
first
they
one's better.
did you know they made a Watson medical drama show?
No.
I found this out the other day. It lasted like 2 seasons. And it's set like after that Sherlock Holmes story that everything adapts where he like fakes his death.
Hmm.
Yeah, and Watson, it's just Watson being a doctor in modern times.
Oh.
Fascinating.
Jeez. Man,
I'm
fuck
very
you.
intrigued.
Yeah, Austin's gonna watch all of it right now.
It's not even the only Sherlock Holmes medical drama.
It's true.
I love you, Linda.
Let's be merry. This truly is the cinematic version of like an old Pepe Le Pew sketch. That's what Raimi should do next is Pepe Le Pew, the film.
Oh no.
The legal drama.
Illegal drama.
That'll be the follow-up to Coyote versus Acme. It'll be a sex scandal.
Have you ever seen the original Pepe Le Pew short where like at the end he's not even French?
No, I don't think I've seen the first one.
Yeah, it's like he's got like a wife, and he's like, "Ah, my wife, what's going on?"
So he sounds like Watto.
Yeah, exactly.
John, if you could pick one of your co-hosts to be on a deserted island with, who are you picking?
Probably Noah. He's the only one I trust not to stab me in the back.
You really think Noah would stab you?
He's the least likely out of everyone in the co-host pool.
I don't know.
I don't trust Robert or Hanan.
No.
Noah's born on the streets.
Oh.
He just stab his way into a home. That's why he's not on the channel as much anymore. He needs to stab more people.
It's true. Well, and we couldn't handle the stabbing people anymore. It's not the image that Haven of Horror wants to have.
This part I saw coming where it's like, oh, there's no bullets in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, see, I didn't call that part, but I was like,
Which was a hell of a risk on her part.
yeah, no, it paid off. She's from strategy and planning.
Yeah.
Like I said, Robert, she may be, a bit out there, but god damn it, she gets results.
Tyler wants to know who has the best survivor instincts. I don't know. I love that cut too. From
it's so beautiful. No, when this first happened, when I saw it the first time, I was like, "Is this like a dream, like a daydream thing?"
Yeah.
Oh no, this is like the actual ending. Oh, okay.
So Austin, because I think you were the one that told me where Raimi is very much of the opinion that the protagonist of Drag Me to Hell deserves what she got for just doing her job, but yet
Yes.
this person.
That's why I call it the fucked up Sam Raimi morality duology. Because it's like she's just doing her job, whatever. You fucking condemned to hell. Rachel McAdams is a fucking psycho. Gets everything she wants.
So putting it that way, this ending works better for me.
The alternate ending of this is the president from 24 from the beginning of the movie comes back, and he's like, it is like questionable. He's like pointing out, kind of things that don't add up with her story, and like how she was found on the island and whatnot, or like that was happening at the island.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically obviously saying, I know that you did it, and then she just like names his address and is like, so how are your wife and kids, and walks away.
I love the just turn to look at the camera.
It's
great. And her bud lived.
Yeah.
I think that ending does work better for me on the second and third viewing, because I was expecting more. Because a lot of times the Raimi endings will have something like tragic happen to our protagonist, whether they're good or evil. But this protagonist just kind of gets what she wants, which is weird. And then, like you said, he like punishes this innocent bank teller for just doing her job, but this girl gets everything she wants. But I think it ultimately works the more I think about it.
It does. I'll be the outlier who says the girl in Drag Me to Hell. She got what she deserved.
You would say that.
She killed a cat. That's not cool.
That's fine.
Yeah, cats suck.
Yeah. Jareth is in the chat. Hey, Jareth.
Dogs.
Hello, Jared. Have either of you guys seen Nightcrawler, the Jake Gyllenhaal movie?
Yes,
The
that's a
X-Men
great movie.
spinoff? No.
Yeah. No, that's a great movie.
No, I love that movie, and that's another one with like a dark protagonist. And there's kind of an American success story to it. That's another movie that this reminded me of.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
We like
No,
characters who are good at their job, you know.
Raimi tends to love his bad endings. And
Yeah,
even though the protagonist got what she wanted, it is to a degree a bad ending.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Well, it's like he gave her the happy ending that Ash gets in Army of Darkness, except
And I think that's
Jeez.
what I love about it is that it really is handled the same way as like the Army of Darkness one, where it's like sappily happy.
Hail to the king.
It's true.
Hail to the survivor, baby.
But yeah, I'm really glad that
kisses Jeff.
I'm really glad that we did this so that I could watch this again, because on second and with this viewing, I definitely bumped it up a slot. Because I initially had this at number 3 for this year. I liked They Will Kill You slightly more. I think I might end up preferring this. I need to watch They Will Kill You again, but I got a lot
They
more
Will
out of this
Kill
on
You
a
is my
second.
second.
On a second viewing. It's a great movie.
That also feels very Raimi. That's like if Sam Raimi made Kill Bill.
Oh, see, I was thinking if he made like Ready or Not or something.
Oh, like going into it, I was like, it's going to be very Ready or Not, and then was very like pleasantly surprised when it wasn't really.
Yeah, fair.
I just wanted to see that one.
It's really good.
Yeesh.
The climax of that movie's fucking awesome. No, because like we're doing all the new Evil Deads, and like if we have to do that, I want Sam Raimi to pick up that guy.
Yeah.
He's got the voice.
He's got the sauce.
Yeah, he's got the sauce that Rachel McAdams had for her sushi.
Oh no. I didn't realize that was produced by Andy Muschietti.
Oh.
No, I didn't know that either. Weird.
Yeah. But that was Send Help. It's a really good Raimi movie and one of the best of the year.
Do you think Muschietti would come in to do like producer work, and Sam Raimi would be like, "Dude, I'm totally taking your Batman job." And not only am I taking it, but fans would be so much happier if I took it.
Well, yeah, they just play out the climax of this movie.
That would imply Sam Raimi is Rachel McAdams.
Yes.
I can believe that Sam Raimi is a Rachel McAdams type character.
Oh. Well, if you're watching after the fact, thanks for hanging out, clicking on this video. Please consider hitting that like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. If you're watching live, thanks for hanging out. We'll be here for another minute or two. We're just winding down for the night. This Sunday, right now the poll is tied because we got a couple more votes, but if nobody else votes, we'll probably just default to Dead Space because that's what was winning. But Austin, we are looking to start the original Dead Space this Sunday. I haven't played that one in a minute. Did you ever finish the remake?
No.
Oh.
I should get back to it. I took too much time between it, and then I was all like fucked up when I went back to it. So I was like, I should just start this over, and then never did.
Yeah.
I'm also like weird about sci-fi. I gotta be like in the right mood for sci-fi things.
That's fair. I have that with fantasy, so I definitely understand that. So yeah, we'll be doing that. And then this next Thursday is to be announced. We finished the Saw movie. Or Saw. We finished the Saw game. Jared says, I got a lot of horror movies from this year and last year to catch up on, but I really enjoyed this one. That's awesome. Yeah, this is a great movie.
Yeah.
But Robert and I will do some hangout streams, probably just Dead by Daylight, hanging out.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that next week.
Yes.
I forgot that Scott Spiegel passed away. I didn't realize that I had an in memory credit.
I forgot about that. That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
John,
Yeah, because I think it was last year.
What?
Robert, you bastard.
Man, fuck you.
That's not an answer.
Yeah,
now I'm questioning you, John.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that worked on with Raimi, like produced like Evil Dead, the Evil Dead movies, and I think doesn't he have a cameo in Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, it's like
He co-wrote Evil Dead 2.
Okay, yes. That's right. But yeah, we're gonna call it a night there. Austin, thanks for hanging out. We always appreciate having you on. He's like, I just came here to watch this movie.
It's true.
Yeah. Deadite Rachel McAdams.
I just Green Goblin jump scared you from the first Spider-Man movie.
But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We'll be back Sunday with some Dead Space, the original. That'll probably be a case where we do the original and then the remake, just to compare. And we'll do Telltale Walking Dead in the middle of that, just to keep things fresh. But yeah, we'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.